fighting a vampire.
Worst day of my life.
It was pretty rough. Near thing, Arthur went down. Daoji
Oh
nearly
yeah.
went down. But you guys ended up doing it, and you got some money and some other stuff, you know. So, you, after killing him, went back to the manor that is now werewolf free to rest. You know there's still some strange person that people don't fuck with who lives out in a barn by the river. Other than that, the civilians you've told pretty much that Calidor may or may not be coming through sometime in the future, and that they should find a
Yeah.
better place to live. So,
Start with, I can't remember if I did, because we did the loot divvying at the end kind of quick.
mhm.
Did I check out that axe? I wrote
um,
it down as possible magical.
was it an axe or a hammer?
Yeah, or no, Warhammer. The Warhammer, very
Warhammer.
fine, made by dwarves.
Roll an Arcana check. And let me
3.
get my 23. Let me get my fucking book out so I can get you a good description of that. So, let me see. It was a. Here it is. Yeah, you've seen one of these in your past, and a dwarf you knew used it. They call them dwarven throwers. They as the name implies, it's crafted very immaculately by dwarves. It has the thrown property with a normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet. When you hit with a ranged attack using this weapon, it deals an extra d8 damage. If the target is a giant, it deals 2d8 damage. Immediately after the attack, the weapon flies back to your hand and has a +3 bonus to attack.
Said on successful hit with a throw, 1d8 if the weapon, and if the monster is
So when
giant,
you hit,
2d8.
if you throw it and it hits, you deal an extra 1d8. If it's a giant, it's 2d8.
Nice.
And it does a normal, Warhammer damage, but it has a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls.
Daoji's got a fat sack of gold. That's all he got from that.
Sure you don't want this necklace of fireballs, man?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like run around and just spam fireball.
Well, I feel like I kind of do more damage than fireballs. I don't know. Well, we can swap it off later if we need it. I look over at Arthur and I say, "Hey man, you alright?"
Yeah, I'm better now.
Yeah.
Ready to get moving. What are we gonna do now?
Well, I was thinking about it. We're gonna have a really hard time once we get back to the city. Probably gonna run into some trouble.
True, we still have that little gang war to solve.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks. I wonder if they've worked anything out themselves. That one guy, the syndicate representative. I was thinking, instead of waiting for them to come to us like we might normally do, as soon as we get back to the city, we should just find him and just beat the hell out of him. Just, blitzkrieg.
I don't see why not. I still think that if we lead them both to each other to fight, mop up that could be more
They're
effective.
probably gonna be kind of upset that we've been gone for a couple weeks. And besides, the syndicate's not gonna let me off. That was all a lie.
All right. So as soon as we get back to the city, then it looks like we're doing some hunting.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Uh, are you actually from the Witcher world? Like,
No, no, Dragon Age.
oh, right. My bad. I keep thinking fucking Arthur's from the Witcher.
Dragon Age.
Alright.
But the Blood Hunter, that Mercer did make it based off The Witcher, so.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
No, I blended Grey Wardens with Witchers for my lore, for my version of the Wardens when I was writing it back in the day.
Daoji ruffles through his bag. Says, you know, I used pretty much all of my potions fighting that vampire. I've got 3 of those weird ass potions you made me, and 1 knockout poison, which I think I have a good use for. You wouldn't hold it against me if I robbed an old man of his gunpowder, would you?
I mean, no, not really. What are you going to use all this gunpowder for, though?
Like I said, I don't know. But always good to have this kind of thing, you know?
True.
You don't need to have a reason. Think of all the problems we could solve in like one day with a barrel full of gunpowder.
That's a lot of problems.
A lot of problems we could solve really quickly.
One big problem.
Yeah. Many small problems or one big problem, you know?
Alright,
So,
but you take the lead on this one.
we can save that for later when we're ready to leave. I've got a few ideas of what we can do around here, but you mentioned something about going to see that lady in a barn or something like that.
Is it me who heard about that, or
Oh
Daoji?
no, it was me actually. Yeah, did I tell you about that?
Might have. Let's just say you did, because I know about it.
Yeah, I tell him about it, and I say, apparently there's some weird shit going on down there. Maybe we should go see what's up with that.
Alright. I don't think anything can get weirder than what we just went.
Can't be worse.
We'll go rouse Ellie and, or wait, no, we don't have Malnik with us. Go
He's
rouse.
still back in Tarbaron.
Where the fuck did everybody go?
They
Freaking-
fucking left me, didn't they?
Like, fuck it. I've got money. I'll stay here.
Yeah, we left him in the good care of Mama K, so.
Wants for nothing. Alright, well, let's head off then.
Alright, so you're taking Ellie with you?
Sure.
Okay.
Go, midget.
She's always been helpful.
For one side or the other. Alright. So,
Yeah, we're gonna go.
as you guys make your way, it's probably about a quarter mile down the river. You find it's a large barn, but you see no animals around or inside of it. It's got a gate kind of strung around it. Let me pull some up here.
Hmm.
And you see a woman kind of walking, her back faces you down the river. She's got red hair that's kind of pulled up in a bun, what looks to be like a traveling cloak on.
Arthur, you've got a weirdo sense. You feeling anything?
I am currently tracking dead right now.
Go ahead and roll your
Survival roll.
What is it? Survival? Yeah, as you look around, you wander a little closer to the barn. Looking at these tracks, looking at everything around it, around the barn, this seems to be some sort of lair for an undead creature. Let's say that.
Yeah, this is another spooky.
Oh, good. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to go say hi.
Walking in the sunlight. I don't.
I look down at Ellie and I say, hey, if she tries to charm anyone, you get to leave, okay? You are free to leave.
Book it, kid.
Alright.
You know, for no reason.
Right.
I see your face is healed up pretty nicely.
Yeah, I have some rudimentary healing capabilities. Nothing too major, though.
That's good.
How about you, Daoji? You still feeling a bit furry and fanged?
No, but I do feel a big hole where my pride used to be. It's gonna take me a while to fill that back up.
You'll get there. Get there.
Goddamn vampires. I used to hate Caldor the most, but I think that I might change that.
Place is kind of.
I think my nightmares will probably consist of Caldor and vampires.
I thought you were gonna say frogs and vampires.
Frogs and vampires. You still gonna have nightmares about them old froggy boys.
Oh, dude, the frogs are gonna have nightmares about me soon enough.
So,
Oh, shall we greet our friend over here?
Sure, why not? Let's go say hi.
alright.
I will go say hi.
So you
Walk
guys walk up. You can hear her humming a song under her breath, and as you approach, she turns around with a smile before cocking her head and saying, "Well, I haven't seen your faces around, but from what I can tell, oh, are you the ones who slew the Bathors?"
First off, what does she look like? How does she look?
Very human. If that's what you're asking.
Maybe a little bit more specific.
I
Yeah,
mean,
like pale, like how her
pale.
complexion.
I'd say like she does look a little bit pale, but I mean, yeah, I mean your undead sense went off. She looks pale. Roll an Arcana check.
Fairly certain she has a vagina. I'm gonna do it too, because my magic senses are top fucking notch. Yup.
Mine are better by one.
I mean, it's kind of hard to tell, Arthur. She does look pale, though she is also redheaded. But it is known that some more intelligent beings have have different ways to disguise themselves. So
Alright.
first impressions may not be everything here.
Yeah. I just walk up, I got my arms and my robes or whatever, and I say, yeah, that was me, punch his face in. But his wife too.
And what brings the slayers of vampires out to see me?
People in the village tend to that you self out here, and hermits sometimes have things they need.
We're wandering adventurers. We're looking for coin and jobs. Got any monsters or bandits or anything you need taken care of?
I'm afraid I don't have any jobs for you. She reaches up and lets down her hair and says, though, let me pull up my... Alright. She says, though, dealing with the Bathories, I'm sure you could find all sorts of work in a larger city as monster hunters.
What exactly do you do out here?
Live by myself. I hunt. Gather my own food, you see. I don't quite like life under the Bathories, but they don't mess with me. And they certainly won't anymore.
You have conflict with.
Oh no. They knew better than to aggregate anything with me.
Why is that?
She looks to you, Arthur, and says, "Your eyes are a bit different than others. You can probably tell. They've tried feeding off me before, but I promptly sent them back to their castle with their tails tucked beneath their legs. I've been around this earth much longer than they have."
Are you like them?
She gives
Or like they were, should I say?
She gives a smile and says, "Something of that sort."
Right.
You don't plan on doing anything, do you?
You don't plan on doing.
I mean, you haven't really done anything wrong, have you? I mean, we kill monsters, but we really don't kill the ones that don't mess with people. You live out here by yourself. You hunt for food. When you say hunt, do you mean humans?
She gives a wry smile and says, "Well, I've got to eat as well. If you know what the Bathories are, you know what I eat."
There's no alternative to that.
Blood is blood, I'm afraid.
Well, I mean, animals have blood, also.
They do,
Yes.
but it's not quite... She purses her lips. Doesn't have the same punch to it.
Hey Jay, can we save and try fighting?
Yeah, DM, I would like to save just in case.
I'm not sure I can do save states.
Just a quick save. Come on, man.
Just a quick save.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna look to Daoji and I'm gonna give him like that, like, side nod, like, shoulder shrug, like, kind of pretty much like facial expression, like, doing this?
First off, with the sense that I rolled earlier, was I sensing multiple undeads?
Just one.
Or just one?
Just one.
But she's stronger than the Bathories.
She seems to be very ancient.
Tell you what. I'm gonna look over to the woman and say, well, look, there's a whole village of people probably feeding on humans over there. It's not like we're gonna kill everyone. If you mind your own area and don't fuck with anybody else, then we really have no reason to trouble you. So I think we'll just be on our way instead.
Right. Oh, sorry we came out here and bothered you.
Oh, not at all. Not often.
And it's
I get
daytime
thi-
outside right now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Not even covered up?
No.
We
Fuck
might
she is.
we might be in the village for a day or two still. So if you need something, let us know. We're always
Often
looking
I
to do
get
something.
visitors out here. I'm sure if I
Uh.
needed anything handled, I could come and find you, but...
Yeah, I'm
Hold-
sure
hold
any
your
visitors
breath.
you get tend to not leave. But that's not our problem. Arthur, you ready?
Yeah, I've had enough of dead creatures.
Yeah. Fuck this place. Let's go.
All right.
As soon as we get further away, I'm gonna look to Arthur and say that was uncomfortable.
Yeah, she's pretty ancient. I don't know if that's our realm, man.
Well, you want to try to stick around, maybe keep an eye on her for a little bit, from a distance, of course.
Yeah,
I'm not in any rush right now.
I can track her, but I'm sure she can track us now as aware of us.
Think so?
Bathroys were feeding on people in the village, though. So, in the meantime, maybe we can do a walkthrough and see if there's any extras that have been left around.
It's only a quarter of a mile away. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go walk around the town.
All right. What are you looking for now?
Walking through the town, I'm just gonna keep sensing for undead.
And I'm gonna talk to Ellie while we walk and say, "Hey, Ellie, you're good with words, right?"
I mean, I suppose.
I think I have some writing material somewhere. You think you could make me like a sign?
A sign? What kind of sign?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, fight the monk, win 420 gold. I'm gonna put it up somewhere.
Okay.
Daoji,
Sure.
you're assuming that these people can read.
Shit. I kind of just assume everybody can except me. You're right.
High expectations, bud.
I mean, what do you think their taverns are like? You think they just have mugs full of blood and shit?
I mean, you've been in one of the taverns. It would seem like just a regular tavern, just beer and shit.
Oh.
You want me to
Town's just
roll again
disappointing.
for walking through the town and kind of trying to sense out some undead baddies?
I'm gonna. I want to go talk to the tavern keep when you're done with that.
All right, go ahead and roll another survival check, Arthur.
Doing like just a general like walking pattern through the town. Well, fuck.
Yeah, I
Rolling
mean,
great.
as you're walking through, you can get the sense of undead here and there. It's hard to make out whether they're going to be hostile or not, because obviously when they've been feeding on people, when they release them, sometimes they become
Yeah, they change.
changed. It's you get the note of a couple of individuals who have been changed into.
D&D, are there like states to vampirism? Like, so you know how like I don't know, vampire mythology, as soon as they get turned, they're kind of like bloodthirsty, can't control themselves type deal. Like they just fucking mindless need to feed. So they sure is that like a sort of thing in
I'd say
also?
so. I'd say
okay. So if I'm sensing a couple, I can roll good enough to really fucking pin them down. So pretty much I'm just getting like a general area sense of like, yeah, there's a few
so.
here
Yeah,
and
you
there,
know
right?
there's a couple here and there that are left, as far as like people have been turned or concerned.
Yeah, I'm sensing a few in town. Vampires still. I don't know if we start a door-to-door campaign or bother
I
with it.
mean, it would kind of be pointless for us to tell them to go live somewhere else and then just go around and kill everyone. Sure, some of these people didn't have a choice about the matter.
I know, but
Oh, and you know what we forgot to do? There were some prisoners down in the basement of that keep. I kind of told him I was gonna go rescue them.
oh, well, I mean, cleared the place out.
Yeah,
Let's
I
just-
can just run up there real quick and go take care of that.
Yeah,
All right.
that's not a problem.
Yeah, I whoosh over and I'm gonna free the prisoners. And
You-
then
Yeah, you simple enough, really. You do that. And a couple that
we
the,
killed all the vampires, left them down there for a
the
full
one
fucking
the
day.
one guy you were talking to is pretty salty, but I mean,
For
he's
what?
you left him down there, but he's free, so he's not gonna say much about it.
that's bullshit. How would they even know?
But I imagine they didn't come to get fed on last night.
Which is a good thing? Question mark.
Yeah.
And all right, fuck them. I
Unless
don't
they
even,
like that sort of thing.
Yeah, they're kinky. Yeah, I want to go talk to the tavern keep.
Okay. It's kind
I'll
of the
just
middle of the
follow
day, so it's
along.
not too busy. You see him kind of sitting around, head
I go
up in
up
his
to
face,
him.
boredly, just wiping down the table. As you walk in, he looks up.
Yo.
Howdy. What can I get you, gents?
Well, I'm looking for work or excitement. You know how I can get either of the two?
What kind of work?
Well, we kill monsters and beat off bandits, but I mean, anything will do. I'm really quick. I can do whatever.
Well, let me think. He pours himself a glass, takes a drink, and says, I reckon further south down the mountain, you might be able to find, been seeing some, well, people going out telling me they've been seeing some strange fuck all beasts coming down from there. They got these weird, like, scales, but they seem like they've been eaten through. I don't know what that's all about. But they've been coming from further south. There's a town down there. They might have some problems with that, but around here, hell, but the Bathory's dead. I reckon y'all took care of that.
Oh wow, word does travel fast.
Guess so. What do you think those
Speaking-
monsters are?
I don't know. The old boy that saw 'em said they had they had these weird scales and tails. One of them he said had a stinger on it, stung right through his buddy, but old they flew down from the mountain. Took
Oh,
his
they fly.
buddy. Mhm.
Great.
Took his buddy, took his horse, he got out. One of them had a stinger on it. But he said like their scales had been like eaten through. Seemed like they were like half rotten.
Look over at Arthur. Like, does any of that sound familiar to you?
Does any of that sound familiar?
Roll a history check. I'd say you've probably got an easy DC on this one.
I'll try it too, because I'm dumb.
Yeah, wow. Holy fuck.
I mean,
13.
you know, just looking for above a 10 for you, Arthur.
Okay.
You've heard of. Okay. You've heard of creatures similar to this. And you were actually just talking to one of your other wardens about creatures like this, wyverns. Though it's strange to hear that their scales seem to be rotting or eaten through.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they're fucking undead around here.
Sounds to me like a wyvern problem. Nasty creature.
Oh, hey, we can deal with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Whole scales rotting type deal. It fits the motive of this area, I guess. Also, barkeep. Walking through town, I kind of still got the feeling, maybe vibes, that there might be some more vampires left in the village. You wouldn't happen to know of any families that have turned. I mean, general populace around probably knows that everybody gets or has been fed on.
Oh yeah, it happens every now and then. They mostly, once that happens, they end up serving the Bathories, but seeing as you took care of that, there's no telling what they'll do now. Though with us moving out, it seems, I reckon Well, they'll have to find a new place to live. The ones who have turned, they might try to live in isolation, but we'll see what happens with that.
They can be a bit mindless when they first turn. Be wary of that. I recommend getting out of here as soon.
If you hear anything about something going on in the village, you should let us know. And I have another question. Do you know anything about the woman who lives a bit down the river?
Well, I know that she's been there ever since I was little. Bathories didn't ever mess with her. Occasionally, she'd come into town and bring someone back home with her, but no one really
Oh.
said anything about it.
That's great. Alright. By the way, if anybody likes to fight around here, let them know I'm putting up a gold reward for anyone that can beat me in a fight. Just, you know, a little bit of fun. Someone stands to make, you know, about 420 gold off it.
I'll get the word around.
Thanks, man. I like to fight, you know, it's just a hobby.
Fair enough. So,
So, Arthur, what do you think? Wyvern hunting?
Wyvern hunter it is.
Let's do it.
Ready then.
alright.
I'm
Thanks.
gonna go mount up on my horse wherever the fuck it was.
Alright.
Probably a vampire horse now.
Yeah, as you're
Cool.
trying to get it, it like bites into your leg. It's really strange.
Oh boy.
Just bites Ellie's head off.
Punch it right underneath one of its eyes. Get it out, fucker.
So
Let's do it back on.
you guys gonna ride south, or do you have anything else in town you want to do?
And we're
I
gonna
have
go after
nothing I
the
wanna do.
wyverns for now.
All right.
Gonna bring Ellie along so she can get some work experience. She's like our intern.
Yeah. All
That
right.
we pay.
No,
A
that's
lot.
not true. We pay that shit out of her. She's
There's
fucking
so much for an intern. Ellie, go get me coffee.
Oh.
100 gold.
All right. So, as you guys mount up, you head further south down the mountain. You travel for a little ways until it's probably around 4 in the evening. You come across a town. It's bigger than where this is not the right page. There it is. It's bigger than White Ridge. Not like a metropolitan area, but it's got a decent size to it. It's got its own little populace. As you travel in, actually, I need to roll before you get into town.
What roll?
Just a random encounter. Nope, nothing happened.
Oh.
Okay. So, as you walk into town, you see, it's not long before you spot the tavern. It's a large, probably one of the larger buildings. And you see it's got like a little board outside of it with a bunch of different paper tacked on. Seems to be a kind of like a bounty board type thing. A lot of different postings on it.
I'm gonna walk up and start reading a few of them.
Daoji's standing next to you, Arthur, and he lifts up his gourd, and it literally does that, and like dust comes out. And
Oh,
Daoji
you're on
actually-
empty, bud.
He sheds a small tear. Says, I drank through all the bottles I got from the frogs. Oh no.
Go buy you some more.
So, as you look, Arthur, you can see a listing, a couple different listings. One says, one talks about, mentions the strange creatures that you've heard winged scales come from further up to the east up the mountains. Warns travelers against traveling at nighttime, 'cause that's when they seem to be getting spotted. There's another posting that is me. Hold up. Another posting. Bandits, they've been getting bad nowadays. They've one specifically talks about a group of elves and that is in the forest between kind of at the base of the mountain that have been hitting travelers pretty hard.
Way to tell, would they?
Something like that.
I pull down the bandit posting and say, "Hey, this looks like fun." Before I used to go around with you, Arthur. I spent most of my time going to villages and beating up their bandits. It's actually pretty profitable work.
You can read?
No, but I recognize the word for bandit.
So you can read.
I mean, yes, sure. Trust me, you learn to pick up some things.
You're correct. It does say bandit.
Thanks, I know.
Every word says bandit.
Bandit, 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 bandit,
Oh,
bandit.
God. Yeah, we can pick that up.
I'm
There's
also
one
pretty good
here
with
for
numbers.
the. You got fingers, so you should be. But there's also one here for the wyvern. This one right here looks even more promising than the bandits. It says that there's a band of elves that have been raiding caravans and such.
I thought they were the bandits.
There's bandits and then there's elves. Two different
Oh.
words.
So are they bandit elves or are they two different groups?
Different groups. That's right, isn't it?
I
AJ?
mean, the same paper talks about bandits and then specifically names, like it's a general, bandits are in the area, but really watch out for these guys kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it says bandits are in the area. That's these couple words right here. And it says look out for these motherfuckers.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. It
Elves?
actually says that. Look out for these motherfuckers. Elves.
Oh, we don't have a lot of elves where I'm from, so I really am not familiar.
Kind of get a bad rap where I'm from.
Well, I get a bad rap everywhere I go, so who cares?
Drink all the time.
Hey man, fuck off.
Hey, I'm not judging. I'm just
Yeah, you are.
stating the facts.
What about you? Well, you're so straight-laced. You don't go whoring, you barely drink. What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I was just
You don't enjoy the finer things in life, Arthur.
have 138 years to live. You kind of get old of certain things, tired of certain things.
It goes limp, huh?
Not from my experience.
How much experience do you have?
Enough.
Oh, that's what they all say. Come on, let's go talk
I
to
have-
the tavern keep. I need to
I
stock
have
up.
See how his face is red?
98,000. I have 98,400.
What? What are you talking
And I
about?
just walk off into the tavern.
I look down at Ellie and I say, he's compensating.
For what?
I got 2 swords on my back.
I look down at how small Ellie is and I say, never mind. Can girls be witches too?
Oh God.
Oh boy.
Can girls be Grey Wardens too, Arthur?
Yes, they can.
Right. So
Actually met one.
you guys head into the barkeep. You can see this one actually has more patrons in it than the last one. This town, like I said, it's larger. It's got you didn't see a keep, but you saw a large manse, probably where the governor of this town lives. And as you walk in, where's all my bar music? There it is. So, you walk in, you can see there's unlike the last time, there's actually a small, 3-person band in the corner playing different stringed instruments. You see there's couple of dwarves and an elf sharing a meal in a corner. A couple of different travelers have set in, chatting about the different. You overhear, different troubles of the road about getting here. Barkeep currently walking up and down the bar serving people. One of his waitresses comes out from the back with a plate of food. So, what do you guys want to do? Who are you talking to?
I'm gonna go up to the guy that's talking about troubles on the road.
All right. You see, he's he's an older human with his seems to be his son next to him, talking to another group of travelers. He's speaking of. He says, "Oh yeah, them damn elves coming up through here demanded tribute for passing through their damn road, as if they own the fucking thing. Just taking all the people's hard-earned money because they can't do a lick of work themselves. The fucking knife ears." And he's going along. The other one pipes up. He says, "I heard they have some kind of weird pet of theirs they keep." "Oh yeah, they use it to scare people."
Right as he says that, I'm gonna just sit down at the table.
Sit
That's
down.
so.
"Oh yeah, they carry it around on a big old chain."
You have a description of this creature? Have you seen it?
"Yeah, I saw it, me and my boy, when we were coming through. We have some family up here coming to visit them. They demanded 200 gold pieces from us. Fucking leeches. And that creature, it was real fucking weird looking. That elven magic, probably, if I had to my guess. Be better off we nuked or wiped them all from existence."
Just nuke him. Just nuke 'em all.
Nuke the elves.
He says, "Had these big, it looked like a lion, but had stripes on it and like these weird wings, leathery. Had this almost human-like face, too.
Wow.
Looks right into your soul."
To talk?
I didn't hear it talk. It was kind of quiet. The elves were doing all the talking."
In the
Well,
background, Daoji grabs a couple of liquor bottles from behind the bar and starts juggling them.
Couple people looking, kind of clap.
That's just what he's doing.
Yep.
Carrying on. Whereabouts did these elves jump you at on the road?
Oh, right at the base of the mountain. There's the roads. They come in. It's where there's a Y fork, and they caught us right at the fork there. There's us and another band, another caravan. They look like those showmen. What do they call them? Troubadours? Yeah, those guys. Stopped them too. Shook them down,
Well, thank you for your information. I put down a gold piece on the table and just get up and walk off towards
He takes
Daoji's
the gold
juggling
piece
act.
and says, "If you've got any more stories, I'll tell you some more stories if you're going to be paying for them."
I just keep walking.
He stops and he has a bottle balancing upside down on his head. And he says, "So, what's up?"
Take it off his head and put it on the bar. The elves are a bit more dangerous than we might have expected. Sounds like they have a manticore with them.
Arthur, I don't know what that is.
So, picture this. You know what a lion is?
Kinda.
Alright. It's a big cat. But a bigger cat.
Oh.
It's got the face of like a person. It's got like a person's face.
What?
Big old leathery wing.
That sounds kind of fucked up, man.
Yeah, and apparently they keep it on a leash. Take people down. Now, when we came to this village, AJ, did we pass by that Y fork that he mentioned?
You guys were coming kind of along the side of the mountain. This is at the base of the mountain.
Okay.
So you were coming, this is another town on the same, mountain range.
Okay. Their hot point for the hits are at a Y fork that's at the base of the mountain.
Hmm.
You know where they are, the wyverns, I'm guessing they're out in the area at night.
On the flyer, it said the wyverns were kind of east towards the... They assume they're coming from the top of the mountains and hitting people kind of in the mountain range.
At nighttime, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or that's when
That's when all
the
the sightings
frequent
have been.
attacks. Yeah.
Well, you know, I still do have some merchants' clothes. Let's say we rent a cart, have you and Ellie hide out in the back. Sound like we're merchants, see if we can draw them out.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea at all.
Alright, well. Might be best to get moving while there's still daylight out.
Sure, let's go see if we can find someone to rent us a cart. And we're gonna go set out to do that. We're gonna go look for somebody who has a cart somewhere, maybe the stables.
Okay. Yeah, so there's a stable. It's kind of on the outskirts of town. You see a couple people who are coming in, handing their horses off to the guy. You see the one of the stable hands brushing down some horses as you walk up. He looks over his shoulder and says, "Oi, what can I do you for?" It's a little, like, halfling man. He's brushing down these horses. He's got to get a stool to do some of them, but you know.
Hey, we're actually looking to carry some goods over to the nearby town. We're thinking about maybe renting a cart if you got one, or nobody that does.
Oh. He steps off his little stool, pats the horse, and says, "We mostly deal in horses, but we got a couple carts around back as well."
We just need one.
"All right, just one. Oh, how long you want to use it for?"
How long did it take us to get to this village?
"Oh, about half a day."
Yeah, how about probably take us a day at most.
"Oh, that's not too bad. I reckon we can cut you a deal for just about 5 silver."
5 silver. Damn, that's really cheap.
Oh, most people take them, you know. They take them cross country.
I'll just flip him a gold piece and say, here, just in, for insurance, just in case we fuck something up.
Much obliged.
We already got our horse, right, Arthur? We can take care of that.
Yep. Got a horse.
It's just a little small cart, but one horse should be able to pull it.
Yeah, I'll bring the horse around and hitch it up, and I'm assuming the cart's empty, right?
Oh yeah.
I might probably cover you up. I think I have a tapestry still if you want to cover yourself with that.
Tapestry.
I burned 1 or 2 of them. Actually, I had some art too.
Yeah, you could like
Books.
pack the thing full of art, make it look like you're carrying it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
We have plenty of loot. Just my tapestries, I have a couple of books. I'll just shove it all in the cart.
Ellie and I can hide out underneath the tapestry, and then...
Yeah, I'll sit up front. I've got my merchant's attire. I'll go around the side of the building and throw that on real quick.
Okay. Easy enough. You do that as Arthur gets the horse hitched. Ellie helps him do that.
As we're like doing that, our Daoji just like sits up straight real quick and he says, "Shit, I forgot. I'm gonna run back to the tavern and buy like as many bottles of alcohol as that guy will give me."
I mean, you could probably buy this guy out.
I know, but like how many he will give me? As
Yeah, he looks at you as he's like,
I'm like breathing heavily, like, "Sir, do you have any alcohol I could buy, like bottles?"
"Well, yeah, we've got a whole bunch under the bar. How many you needing?"
Look at the bag that I usually carry my alcohol in, and I say,
a separate bag just for his alcohol.
"Can you fill this with bottles?"
"Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that for you. So it's gonna cost you. How good alcohol you wanting?"
The best.
"Best. Oh, okay."
I'm particularly fond of the very hard whiskey, but whatever
All right,
you got.
hard whiskey. We get some good stuff across the mountain here, in the jeweled city in the desert. They can brew some good shit out of that cactus they can make there. Here we go.
Getting some peyote whiskey, boy.
Slurp.
It's gonna run you a good bit, though. I'd say this bag. How big's that bag, you reckon?
I'm not sure, man. It's the bag that I stuffed all the frog alcohol
Okay.
in that just became my designated bottle bag.
He says, "Well, This
Like a
stuff
little
is going to run
messenger
you a
bag.
bit. I'd say
Yeah, it's a
for the
messenger bag.
whole bag of it, probably run you 100 gold. But this is some good shit here.
Oh. Oh god.
Haggle with him. Haggle with him.
Oh god. Drop it to 60.
Roll a persuasion check.
I just say it's dead out. Just drop it to 60. Persuasion. Oh yeah. Not 20. Fuck.
How about a 1? Rolled that.
He rolled a
4.
fucking 5.
Roll a 4.
He looks at you and says, well, we don't get shipments of this in very often. I'm afraid I can't do any less.
I just fuck it. I fill up a little gold pouch with 100 gold, and I throw it at him. And
He catches
take
it and hands you the bag. That shit's gonna get you fucked up, boy. You better be careful how much you drink.
Trust me, it'll be fine. I think. Thank you.
All right.
And I'm gonna dash back 120 feet a second to.
Yeah, you just fucking blow through the city. Send some of the window seals kind of swinging. Someone look out. What the hell?
I've got a golden ticket.
All right, so
Run
you make
home.
it back.
Don't give it to anybody.
I've got a bag
I
full of
make
alcohol.
it back and I pull it out and I say, "Look at this shit, man! It's green."
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
and
know if that's good for you.
it's all the bottles. They seem very almost like collector's items. They're a nice green glass inlaid with some gold, and wrapped around is a fine cloth with a very delicate handcrafted rose etched
Who would have
into it.
thought? Who would have thought you would find something like this in these back alley towns? You know?
Yeah. It looks better than your last haul of bottles.
Yeah, that was just from that crappy frog village. This stuff seems like top grade, and don't ask me what I paid for it.
Not shy of top grade alcohol, just because I don't day drink.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. Interpret it as you will. Want me to put it in
Well-
writing?
Fuck you. I'll take it how I take everything you say. Sarcastic and petty. Let's go.
Alright. We're all
And,
loaded up.
I got my merchant attire on. I've got my quarterstaff set up against my shoulder, and I'm pulling out one of the bottles and popping it open. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna be drinking while we drive.
As Ellie and I hop into the back of the cart, he's gonna fucking hammer before we get there.
Yeah,
I like say to her under my breath.
yeah, you think so?
Well, I hope not.
Do you think he'll be able to fight those elves?
I don't know, maybe he's like one of those weird guys that fights better when he's drunk.
People do that. Everyone I saw when I was a kid, everyone I saw who fought drunk normally ended up on their ass before they swung the first punch.
Ever watched dwarves fight drunk?
We didn't have many of those in my town.
Hey, you should meet my master Jing.
Yeah, I guess he can fight drunk. Alright, we're ready to go. And I'll like lift up the tapestry for Ellie to get underneath.
Yep, she crawls underneath it.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Alright.
Daoji sings off key down the road,
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
just waving
Actually-
his bottle around
Oh,
and
fuck.
Merchant shanties.
Yep.
We're not
So
even
as
at
you-
sea and he's singing shanties.
As you sit on the kind of sit in the little driver's area of the cart, steering the horses down the mountain. You're singing pretty loud. Everyone will be able to hear you. And
drinking my liquor. Whore don't want to lick it. Gonna have to kick her.
God, he's drunk already.
yeah, I can tell.
Wrong shit. It's only been like 10 minutes.
It hasn't been that long, has it?
No,
We're not even out of the town yet.
I'm impressed.
Is that something to be impressed about?
Yeah, that's good alcohol.
Oh, the alcohol.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought you meant you were impressed
That-
with Daoji.
Achoo! Achoo! Oh, somebody special's thinking about me.
So, you guys make your way down the mountain. You come up As explained to a little wide fork in the road. As you roll up, you see there's a tree down. As you pull up the horses, roll a perception check, Daoji.
14.
14? Let's see here. Yep. So, as you see movement in the tree line, like within the trees and the bushes, before you know it, you are a horde of, like a small band of elves surrounds the cart, each with a bow. But you see one, he steps on top of the fallen tree. He has these curved falchion weapons at his hip. He has a bandana wrapped around his head, and one of his eyes is patched up. As he looks
Oh
down,
boy.
and he looks to the tree line and whistles. And the other elves, they kind of stop their approach. As he looks down, says,
Daoji
says-
gets a glint in his eye.
says, "Oi, seems like you're traveling in elf territory. You'll have to pay us a
Ah.
fine."
I'll have you know. Daoji tries to stand up, but he face plants off the cart onto the dirt and then stands up quickly, holding his bottle and his quarterstaff. He says, I'll have you know, I am the great merchant, Dion Valheim. And I will go as I please. My wares are the best wares. And I'm gonna very drunkenly walk towards that guy.
Roll a performance check.
Could I do deception?
Yeah, you can do deception. Do it with advantage too. I like this.
Whoops.
Ooh.
22.
22. Yeah. So as you say, you're the great merchant. You see a lot of the elves around you. Their eyes kind of brighten up. They start whispering to each other. And before the one elf with the eye patch crosses his arms with a smirk, says, "Oh, I think I've heard of you. Well, it's a good thing we're running a special rate today. Great merchants only have to pay 30,000 to get across this tree."
30,000. That's only short of what I had to pay for your mother in the last town over. Oh, come on. Can't we make a deal? Can't we work something out, friend? And I'm still walking towards him, like I'm trying to close distance, and I have tranquility up as well. Anybody that tries to attack me, DC 14,
Yep.
saving throw wisdom.
I think we can work something out. And he nods to the forest, and another elf, a larger one, he's got some muscle on him, comes out with a chain, dragging along the manticore that was described to you earlier. He says, "We can run a deal. If you don't want to pay the 30,000, we can just take your cart and everything in it. And then we can feed you to our pet here."
That's a big dog.
It's a cat.
Ah. What's they call you, mister?
He says, he looks and he says, he shakes his head and says, "What they call me, that's not important. But great merchant Valheim, whatever the fuck you called yourself, think we're gonna have a couple of our boys look and see what you got in the back there. If you don't want to pay up, we can take it out of you in profit. In wares."
Can't we sit down over a drink instead?
Well, if you got drinks back there, I'm sure we'll be having plenty tonight. What are you getting at? What? You need to stop right there before you get any closer.
But I always shake the hands of my new trading partners. How much you want for the big Doggy.
He shakes his head and he looks to the other elves. This man's drunk. Sack his cart.
Can I pet it?
Yeah, you do that. You there, Oriole. Check his cart.
How
You see
far
a
away
couple-
am I from the guy?
This guy, you've probably wandered up. You're probably about 15 feet away from him now.
Alright.
They're,
I'm listening to this.
yeah, you
Does
can
it sound like footsteps are coming close to the cart right now?
roll a perception.
Boy, go perceiving things again.
I'm gonna just keep walking until I'm about 5 feet away from the leader.
Okay.
And I
Ooh,
say,
nice.
you might want to be careful. I got a couple things that bite back there.
As you can hear him talking, and you also hear a pair of footsteps coming closer to the cart. And Arthur, you can count. There's probably 15 elves total, plus the Manicore.
All 15 are walking towards the cart right now?
No, I mean like in total. There's only two
Oh, okay.
walking to the cart. Or
Okay.
I meant Daoji. You can see this, not Arthur. You're in the fucking cart. But yeah, as you get closer to them,
How far away does it sound like they are from the cart right now?
they are about to open the back and start looking inside.
I'm gonna sit up from underneath the tapestry and I'm gonna look at the both of them and I'm gonna say, "Why, hello there." And
I
I am
guess
going to
I'm just
pop
gonna
up and draw my sword.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run up to the leader, and as soon as he sits up, I'm gonna run up and say, "Come on, let's trade," and gonna kick his ass.
All right.
I'm using just my regular sword.
Can we get like a surprise out of that?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and give you a surprise round.
Hey,
See, go ahead and roll.
Go- you
let's
go
go ahead and roll
first,
initiative,
Daoji.
just for just to get that
21.
in order.
22. All right, I guess I'll go first.
yeah, you can go first.
Yeah, so I'm gonna sit up. Why, hello there. Bonus action.
Yeah.
I am going to
Give me just a second to jot some of these down. Is this good? Someone? No, that's not a good one. Is this a good one? That'll do. Alright, so 22. Ellie. Alright. Wow. Where'd my, there it is. Alright, so 22, 21 for Daoji and Arthur. Arthur and Daoji.
I got 21.
Oh shit! I never put down. I got scale armor from that loot. What was it again?
Fuck, let me check my notes. I think I wrote it down.
Yeah, I don't think I wrote. I'm just now looking at that.
+2 scale.
Okay, yep.
I did
Alright,
write it
cool.
down, thankfully. So it's like, oh, okay, I can't remember. So it was Arthur, then Daoji, then
Awesome.
Ellie. All right, Arthur.
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action, ignite my sword. I'm gonna use lightning this time, just for a little shock and awe. Going to I don't know, whichever one's closest. Flash his 19 and
19. That hits.
so total of why am I mind blanking? 20 damage on one guy.
Change this music. 20 damage. All right. Yeah. So you walk up, ignite your sword with lightning, and as it's sparking, you swing it up. As it cuts through, it also jolts the guy, sending him back a couple feet. As you can see his muscles start to twitch. As he nearly drops to the ground, he pulls out his swords starts to call out for help, but surprise round, so Daoji.
Daoji stumbles forward and then just instantly closes the gap with the leader and gives him that rape face grin. Says, "Let's trade." And I'm sure he's going to enjoy this. Boop. Oh god.
Oh boy. He's kind of getting tickled. Oh man.
Oh my god. Does
Tickling
15
his
hit?
fancy right now.
15 does manage to hit.
Oh, okay, cool.
Going all Jackie Chan drunken fist
So
right now.
he takes 23 damage and needs to make a dexterity saving throw of 14 or get knocked prone.
Dexterity of 14. Let's see here. Yeah, he managed to make that dex save. But as you rush up with your rape face, throwing your blows at him, he manages to, surprisingly enough, dodge a couple of them. But as you land a couple of powerful blows, you try to sweep him, but he manages to, nimble as he is, stay on the log.
That was just he's like drunken fighting right now. He's just flailing all over the place, staggering. He's got his bottle in one hand, and he's not even using either of his hands. He's just kicking, just dancing around, kicking.
Yep, and let's see. Ellie is going to attack the other one that Arthur did not hit. Managed to hit him once. Only for 6 damage, but alright. So as Ellie rushes up next to you, Arthur, hopping down where that in between the elves and slashing the one you didn't hit. We're now going to go back up to the top of the turn as the elves were surprised. Arthur.
Oh boy. Here I go chopping again. Yeah, same guy I hit. Oh wow.
18 hits.
Nice. That came out.
18.
That's fucking good damage. Roll.
Yeah, that's pretty good for one roll. Yeah, so as you rush up, he managed to pull out his dual little falchions and block the one attack. The second one, though, is too fast for him, cuts him right across the gut. He's bleeding heavily already, but he still manages to stay up, but not by much. Daoji.
That's exactly like how that is. he's drunken master.
Yep.
And
One of my favorite Jackie Chan movies.
it's a really good movie. I've watched it like 3 times.
Which one's that?
And I'm gonna do that to him. Legend of the Drunken Master.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Boop, boop, fuck, boop. Oh my god.
Well,
All right. 2 hits,
Another
and
21.
this time I'm just gonna strength saving throw, and I'm just gonna kick him into a wall or something, a tree.
alright, strength save. Let's see here.
Actually, I'm gonna kick him at his mana core.
See if it likes him.
He did not manage to make it, so
I'm kicking around, and he's nimble, but Daoji, he does like a side cartwheel, and as he lands, he turns his foot and plants it right in the guy's chest so that he goes flying towards the mana core.
yeah, you do that. And he goes flying, his landing flat on his back, all the air coming out of his lungs as he lands. The other elf, the muscular one, having to hold the mana core back. It's actually getting a good couple turns in on him. But now
Ooh.
it's now his turn. He's going to stand back up. How far do you kick this guy?
15.
15. Alright. So he's going to do that. He's going to stand back up, unsheath his blades, and look around, and look to the one elf that's holding the mana core and saying, "What are you doing? Let it feast." And he's going to, now that he's got some range, he's going to pull out his bow and take a couple shots at you. Your armor class again, like 18, 17?
17.
17. He only hits you once, and it's probably not for a lot of damage.
Alright, but did he miss at all?
Once, yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. So he did hit me.
He hit you once and he
Alright.
missed you once.
The one that hit, I'm gonna use deflect missiles.
Okay.
And 1 second. I love this song.
It's pretty good. So...
Deflect missiles, he reduces it by 1d10 plus 16. Does that reduce it to 0?
Yep.
Alright, then I'm gonna catch it with my fucking feet and throw it back at him.
With your feet.
My iron fucking feet.
Damn.
And what's the damage for that?
It's
D8, D6.
yeah, it's a D8. I think. What's the longbow's damage? I think it's a D8.
Just a D8.
Yeah, it's a D8 then.
All right.
That's what I rolled. That's what I thought it was.
So I kick it back at him, and he's gonna take 13
Oof.
damage.
Nice. Solid.
Yeah, it is. You catch it, toss back at him. It hits him right in the shoulder. He curses, and you hear a string of elven curses that Arthur probably recognizes.
I don't
do you
speak,
speak-
woman.
Yeah, I do speak Elvish.
Ellie now is going to attack her elf.
Ellie gets her own elf. Ellie the Elf Slayer.
Both of those
Aim
are gonna
now.
hit.
The Elf Slayer.
Maybe. Ooh, for 25 damage.
Slay them elves.
This elf is already not looking good too, as Ellie slashes through his gut and then plunges her sword into his knee. He falls to one knee, screaming out in Elvish. And now it's the elf's turn. What's your armor class now, Arthur? It changed, didn't it?
Yeah, 18.
18. So the one rushes up and tries to hit you, but your league's better than this guy. You just deflect his blows very easily, pirouetting around him to get an advantage. However, an arrow does fly through the air and catch you. Only for 5 points of damage, though. More arrows fly out towards you, Daoji.
Let me know if any hit.
One did manage to hit.
I only get one reaction a round, right?
Right.
Alright, so I can't deflect missiles anymore.
Yep. So as you throw that one arrow back, this one hits you in the back for 10 points of damage.
Ooh.
That's all of them that hit, though. They rolled very not good this turn. And now, that one elf, he dropped the change for the mana core. And it is going to charge out towards you since you're the closest, Daoji.
He wants to play.
As it's charging, you see its tail whip around and point right at you, Daoji. As it does, you see okay. Three of the spikes on its tails shoot out towards you as it's running. What's your armor class again? 15 you said? 16?
17.
17, that's right. Once again, that's a good armor class. Only one of them managed to hit. For 9 points of damage. Now the mana core is face to face with you. You hear the one elf shouting commands to an elven, and it responds to in the same language. Arthur, we're up to you again.
The mana core responds in the same language?
Oh yeah, the mana core can talk.
Oh shit.
Okay.
I yell out, Arthur, this thing's speaking to me.
What is it saying?
You can hear Arthur in the background. You can hear the elf shouting, "Kill the merchant!" And you hear in a low, grumbling voice. "I will bring his remains to you so long as I get to feast on them."
Oh yeah, he wants to kill you.
Ah.
I'm gonna yell out to Daoji, and I'm gonna continue working on this guy in front of me. Oh,
Oh.
yes. Oh
Do it
yeah.
again.
Oh!
Wow. Both
So
extremes.
purple streak of lightning comes down.
Yeah, both extremes. So
Oh, that's a good
what is that?
crit.
15 plus.
So that's 18, another 9 and another 7 on top of that, so let's see here. Oops. So that's 37 total in one attack. Yeah, this guy doesn't make it.
So
So
Ellie's-
as you pirouette to the side after deflecting this guy's blow, an arrow catches you in the leg, but it doesn't stop your flow as you turn and bring your sword right across the back of this guy's neck, sending the elven head soaring across the cart and landing and rolling in the dust, being propelled by a large bolt of electrical energy that sends this thing soaring farther than it normally would have. The second attack, you swing at, you swing at the one that Ellie's fighting, but it's a fucking huge whiff.
Ellie's got that guy handled, so
Yeah, this guy's already looking rough. You can
Yeah,
see
so
you
I'm-
guys are surrounded by other elves, though. There's after that one, there's 13 left, I think. Yeah, 13 of the normal elves.
okay. I'm gonna run up and help Daoji with the Manticore, though, because that's a bigger threat than these elves.
All right.
So I'm
as
gonna
you
run up and
look
get
around, you
engagement with
decide
him.
to rush up next to Daoji's side. Daoji, it's your turn.
Hey Arthur, what if we didn't kill this thing and had it go attack the lady by the river?
Well, I'm gonna speak to the Manticore in Elvish. You like these people who keep you on a chain?
It looks to you in surprise and says, "You can speak our tongue?"
Yes, I am quite acquainted with the folk of the wood.
It looks at you and starts to circle around, an interested look on his face, and says, "They created me, but they feed me and take care of me. I kill for them and get to feed. Yes.
How would you like to feed on something more powerful than you've ever fed on before?
It looks to you and says, I'm not a powerful creature. What would this gain me? I get a night's meal?
Yes. Are grubby little merchants and peasants filling enough for you?
Roll a persuasion check.
I just want to try to send it against the lady so we can see how strong she is.
Boy. +2. 11.
Oh, whatever.
Hmm.
11.
It looks to you and says,
Not a requirement. We can kill this thing
Yeah,
if
I
we
was
want
just
to.
reading through the Manicore. It's The only problem with it is that it's evil.
Yeah,
So,
I figured.
plus it rolled higher than an 11. I was trying to make this work, so I thought it'd be cool, but you know. It looks to you and says, I care not what fills my belly. I especially like hearing the fat, plump merchants squeal for their lives before I bite down to their gullets. And you,
That suits you then.
you seem powerful enough for me.
Daoji's like, I'm gonna leave you to your girl talk, and I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna chase down the leader so I can kick his ass some more.
Alright.
It's my turn, right?
Yeah.
Alright. While he's distracting the Manticore, I duck around and I'm gonna, with my rate face on, I'm gonna just smile and run at the leader with my feet, my flying fucking feet.
Great face!
Oh, yeah, those are all gonna hit.
15 hits?
Just barely.
Sick. So, womp womp.
Oof.
38 points of damage, and I'm just gonna use both of them for a strength check. And I'm just gonna kick his ass around, like just kicking him around the field, laughing
That's
while
a
I do so.
14 DC.
Yeah. Just laughing while I do so.
Fails the first one. Fails the second one, so yeah. She rush
The
up
leader?
throwing... Yeah.
Oh, cool.
They're more dexterous than they are strong, you understand.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm just enjoying myself.
Yeah, so as you rush up, sending two punches to him, sending him flying back the 15 feet. And then as you rush up, sends kicks sailing at his head. Each of them connecting, sending him flying another 15 backwards as you're just laughing and having a good time. He's going to stand up though, and let's see here. He's going to stand up and strike at you with his curved blades. Missing all 3 times. Damn. These guys can't roll too good tonight.
No,
So
I'm just
Good for
flailing
us.
around and dancing.
Yeah, so as he stands up and slashes at you, you're just ducking and weaving, jumping over his blades, having a good time, Daoji. Ellie is going to try and finish her elf off, which, yep, she does that easily enough. So she slashes at hers, cutting his gut wide open before turning her blade and running towards the crowd of elves, striking at another one. Hitting him too. For 10 points of damage. And after Ellie, the elves are going to attack again. That's a crit.
Ooh.
Alright,
You
so
can take it.
Ellie's gonna get hit and Arthur's gonna get crit.
Oh boy.
So Ellie is going to take not a lot, only 7 points of damage. That was a fucking low roll. Arthur, however,
The damage.
not as bad as it could have been. You're going to take 15 points of damage as an arrow sails just below your lung. You can feel it scraping up against it. Definitely some internal bleeding going on, but you're alive. After that, the Manticore is going to make his turn.
Oh boy.
He's going to leap up and try and bite you, Arthur. Your armor class is now 18 or 17?
Yep.
One of those?
18.
Alright, so that's 1 hit, 2 hits, 2 hits. Third one missed.
I am immune to poisons also.
This is piercing and slashing.
Okay. I didn't know if the tail was gonna sting me.
The tail's actually just piercing.
Oh, okay.
When it hit,
Then poisoning.
yeah, no, it's just, basically just straight fucking needles. No, but as it leaps up, biting at your neck and tearing at you with its claws, you only suffer 10 points of damage as your new armor takes the brunt of most of this for you. But you can still definitely feel the teeth piercing.
How much damage should I take?
Only 10.
Okay.
I said your armor took the brunt of most of that for you. Now we're back up to you, Arthur.
Alright. Yeah, I am going to gall this Manticore with the gall. Crits, please be crits. Alright. 20 and a 24.
Hey, they're
Those
hit.
both definitely hit. Damn.
Hey,
So the 4 on that first attack becomes an 8.
it's an extra 7 points of damage.
Yep.
So, handy dandy calculator on hand here. 15 plus 13 plus an extra 7.
No, it's more than 7. My Crimson Rights are doubled because of gall. So 8 from the first one.
Right, but if you add them together,
Yeah, so
it
it's
would
going to be
38.
38
I
total.
think.
Still pretty damn good. This guy, yeah, you gall him, and as he's biting you, bring your sword up along his stomach. You hear it cry out in Elven, and as it flaps its wings and gets away from you, you cut at it again, cutting its hindquarters. You see the blood just pouring off of this thing now. Daoji.
Alright, the leader clearly takes offense with my action, so I'm going to body him.
Yeah?
Kill
38.
him, kill him, kill him.
And again, just strength check so I can kick his ass around the field.
Let's roll those. The nat 20 will pass it, and yeah, nat 15. So he actually manages to succeed this time.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, so as this guy's not looking good at all. He's fucked. As you
Good.
rush up, throwing hands with them, flurry of blows,
Feet.
he manages to stay up this time. His feet grinding in the dirt, but
Daoji's too busy holding his quarterstaff and bottle to use his hands.
yeah,
He's kicking.
he is going to try and get you one more time, Daoji, but it's not looking good for him.
Hey.
This motherfucker, oh, he couldn't roll below a fucking 10, or above a 10 until he got a nat 20.
Alright, well, I'm gonna luck that.
Alright,
this catalyst.
he still hits, but it's not a 20.
Fine with me.
So, you're only going to take 10 points of damage. As his
Okay.
sword, he swings at you twice, you're just ducking and weaving. The second one, though, manages to get you right across the hip. Definitely no vampire.
I probably don't even feel it with how drunk I am.
Probably not. Ellie is going to keep attacking her elf. Let's see. And there it is. Another elf down. Zelly.
Another one bites the dust.
Ellie cuts the kneecaps of one, sending him to the ground before she plunges her sword through his chest, moving on to the next.
Damn squirrels.
The elves now are going to take their turns. One's gonna hit Arthur. And one's gonna hit Daoji, just barely though.
Is it a range attack?
The one against you is not. It's the guy who was holding the Manticore
Okay.
is rushing up with using the chain as a whip.
Neat.
Oof, you're gonna hit for 13 points of damage, Arthur, as an arrow sinks into the back of your knee. Daoji
Fucking pincushion right now.
is going to take 8 points of damage as the chain whips around, catching him across the back of the shoulders.
Hmm.
The Manticore is going to
Rip me.
trying. What it's going to do is it's going to start to fly away. It's going to, its wings propulse it up. It's going to fly 50 feet straight up in the air if you want to take an opportunity attack, Arthur.
Yes.
24 is going to hit.
4. 20 damage.
Oof. As you cut across its belly, blood's pouring out and you can hear it crying out in Elvish as it looks down at you, eyes full of hate, Arthur.
I'm gonna yell
flies
up
up.
at it in Elvish. Yeah, fly away, you coward.
It flies up 50 feet before aiming its tail at you, Arthur.
Oh.
3 more spikes fly down towards you. Good. That armor upgrade, man. It's helping you
Yeah.
when only one hits you again.
Kinda nice. I appreciates it.
For only 8 points of damage as the other 2 spikes you clink against your new scale armor fall off. One of them managing to find purchase though as it yells out. As it yells out at you a string of curses in Elvish. We're back up to you, Arthur.
So he's just 50 feet up in the air right now, right?
Yeah.
Fucked off.
If you want to wait, I can try throwing my quarterstaff at it.
Will that knock it out of the air?
If it fails its concentration flying roll.
Okay, yeah, I'll hold my turn until Daoji
Either
does
that or you
that.
can like
'cause he's-
fucking run and pick up one of the dead elves' bows and try to shoot it.
Oh, that's true too.
Or do you still have some of those
Yeah.
bombs left?
I have an oil.
Oh, I thought you mixed some of those
I have-
like fucking gunpowder or something.
I only made that one blasting
Oh, yeah,
charge.
that's right.
Oh, but I do have. I have that vial of essence of ether potion poison.
You also have a
I'm-
fireball necklace. You have a lot of options.
Oh yeah, I do have a fireball necklace. What the fuck? I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking break
Are you
off
gonna
a
use one
bead.
of those?
Yeah, I'm gonna break off a bead.
I'm gonna.
Throw a fucking fireball up at it.
This
Oh,
thing's
that-
looking very close to death.
Okay,
Maybe
yeah.
that would be a waste.
I'll
that might
just
be a
throw the ether one at it. The ether poison.
Either. Is that the one that
vial.
puts it to sleep?
Yeah, it puts it unconscious for 8 hours.
Do you happen
Well-
to have the saving throw for that?
DC
can-
15
DC 15
Constitution.
con? All right.
Yep. Yeah, so I'm gonna chuck that up at it.
What's its con? Not very good. It did not pass. Okay. So, as this thing flies away, you move your sword to your offhand, dig in your pouch, holding this ether bomb as you lob it up. The thing's eyes go wide as it tries to flap its wings, but it moves wrong and it cringes under the pain of the wounds across its belly and hindquarters, and it doesn't move in time for this poison cracks it right in its wound, immediately getting into its blood system as you see its eyes start to lull as it flies away a little bit before it just starts to drop as it falls unconscious. How much damage do you
Eight.
take per feet of flying?
It would be 5d6.
5d6.
Face plant. Death.
It takes 21 points of damage.
Does that kill it?
Yes.
Snap.
As it falls, you watch as it falls and lands on one of the branches of this fallen log that's been pointing straight out, and you see the sharpened branch pierce this thing's chest, sticking straight through its heart, as the beast just flops and goes limp.
How
Well,
many elves are left?
By this point, still 11 regular elves. Their morale is starting to look pretty low.
The last one that shot me with an arrow, I'm just gonna turn at him and say in Elvish, "You're fucked," and I'm just gonna walk menacingly towards him. Do I still have like an attack action or...
I'll give you one more
Anything?
attack. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah.
This guy's like looking to his buddy. He's like, "What do we do?"
Yeah, I'm not even running or jogging. I am just menacingly walking at him, and I'm going to hopefully, yes,
18 will do it. Go ahead and roll damage.
stop him.
11.
11. Yes, you just walk up. He's looking. He's trying to quiver another arrow before dropping his bow and trying to pull out his sword. But before he can, you slash your electrified blade, cutting right through his chest. Blood spraying off to his buddy as he takes a couple steps back. Now getting his sword. He's
I'm gonna
still
look to his
up,
buddy
but-
that just got sprayed. You're fucking next in Elvish.
Go ahead and roll an intimidation check.
All right.
You're fucked. You're fucking next.
I get advantage on intimidations. Yeah. Good, please be good. A 14, a 13.
Let me roll for this guy. Natural 18. He looks to you.
Oh, damn it.
He looks to you and in Elvish he says, "We've gone through worse bands of mercenaries than you. We'll hold."
We'll see.
Yeah, I say just that in Elvish. We'll see. And then I just focus on the guy I'm fucking chopping up right now.
Daoji.
So,
The guy you've been wailing on, he's not looking good.
I'm so drunk that I'm just gonna start headbutting him. That's all I'm using is just headbutts repeatedly. So, I'm gonna try 2 hits first. 17 points of damage.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I non-lethally headbutt him down.
Yeah, so you just crack this guy right on the skull, and you see he's just seeing stars. You just see his eyes kind of roll up as he just topples to the dust.
That was a leader?
Yep.
Alright.
Now you've got the one guy, the more muscular elf, who just cracked you across the back with his chain whip.
I'm gonna turn around and look at him and say, "That felt good. Give me another, sir."
He
And
Wow.
flinches and looks visibly disturbed.
then I'm just gonna do that.
Yep.
So, 15 points of damage, just kicks and headbutts.
Yeah, as you just walk up, fly across him with a kick before landing a headbutt, break, shattering his nose. Now to Ellie,
Fumbling around.
going to slash out at another elf. You can see she's a couple elves down from you now, Arthur. Cutting and slashing her way through them. That'll hit. That's a crit.
What's with the NPCs in our games, man?
I don't know. It's really strange.
Legends.
Yes, she just slashes through this one's knees again. And as she comes up, bringing the pommel right across his jaw, you hear it crack from where you are, Arthur. He's still up, but he's not doing so hot. They're going to make their turns now, trying to attack you, Arthur, and Ellie. Fucking hell, another 20. Are you fucking with me, game?
On me?
Yeah.
Wow.
What the fuck?
I'm a crit magnet, man.
Okay.
So, you're going to take the crit, and Ellie's going to take 2 hits. The crit was very bad. You only take 7 points of damage.
Get out of here.
Ellie, on the other
Kevin.
hand, is going to take 23 points of damage. She gets cranked twice by the elf she's fighting. Still looking good, though. That's actually the first time she's gotten hit this time. So now it's the Manicore's dead, so we're back up to Arthur.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep working on this guy right here. Oh, yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
fucking give it right back to him.
So 14.
How's it feel?
Ooh, yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
fucking great.
That's another
Yep.
14 points on top of that.
That'll do it.
How much damage is that total? Let me see. I'll do it.
What the fuck are our crits for this
That's
one again?
19.
It's max
Double the
damage,
dice
right?
roll.
Oh, so
Double the
double
dice
the
roll.
dice roll.
That was
Okay.
47 damage total.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this
Get a
guy,
crit, give a crit.
yeah, pretty much, as he shoves his sword into your shoulder, you kick him back and shove yours into his gut, lifting upwards, forming a hole right from his gut up through his heart, before he falls.
I'm gonna turn and just step towards the guy I was talking shit to. Are you still confident?
Roll another intimidation check.
I mean, I don't want them to run away.
Just fucking with him.
I know.
Oh, 14.
Again.
I'm not so much as trying to be intimidating. I'm just speaking facts right now.
Yeah.
No,
They're
it's
gonna
true. They
die.
are fucked. They are absolutely fucked.
They are fucked.
He's looking around now, and he's starting to look less confident than before. He's starting to look him and the
Before
guys
his
around
buddy
him.
got wrecked.
I
Him
see
and
him
his,
looking around. I'm like, I'm saying, you're not going anywhere, but in the ground.
Him and his buddies are starting to look visibly panicky. Daoji, it's your turn.
While he's doing that, just in the background, like, as if it like it's a movie, like Arthur's doing that, and the main screen and in the background, just Daoji's just bumping around, beating people up.
20
No crits for me today. But
Stole all the crits, both
37
receiving and giving.
to the guy with the chain whip.
37 to the guy with the chain whip. That'll knock him down. Because he's swinging his whip. He swung at you once, but you slide under it, sending a kick up right into his groin before kicking yourself up onto your feet and sending 2 punches right towards his jaw, knocking him right onto the ground.
Yep, and then I'll just I'll do my movement, run around, and just stand right behind the guy Arthur's talking shit to. Just
do that.
Nani.
Nani? Umario to the city.
And now Ellie is going to completely body the one she was attacking.
Chopping up the line right now.
Yep. She hit him before pretty hard, but this one put him down. And she
Okay.
slices once, just forming a thin line right across his throat. The elves now four of them further up the line, they start to panic and start running into the woods.
Nope.
The one that you're turning to, Arthur, tries to run but bumps into Daoji. So they're, including him, there are 4 still standing and trying to fight. The other 4 that were left are now attempting to flee.
You left their leader unconscious, right, Daoji?
Yeah.
Go run down the ones that are fleeing.
Yeah.
Well, you're just gonna make them unconscious anyway.
I'll bring them back. I figure all the ones that are unconscious we can take into the village.
Yeah, sure. And we can ask the leader where their horde is.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it's likely they might have a camp.
Raid time.
So they're only 1 hit. So only one's gonna hit you, Arthur, but it's for 13 damage as he's now panicking. Daoji behind him.
Did he
Swings out with-
throw? Did he throw 2 attacks?
Yes.
I'm gonna riposte.
Okay.
The one that missed. Fuck it. Oh, or not.
12 misses. So you propose the 1 hit, you block it, and as you try to riposte, you leave an opening open that he quickly takes advantage of. Now in a life or death scenario, cutting you for 13 points of damage. That's the only one that hit, though. Back up to you, Arthur.
I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna say, that was a good hit, but I'm gonna end this now. I'm with another. Well, how's he looking?
This guy? I don't think you've hit this guy yet, have you? Didn't you? You just...
I only hit him once. Or no, I haven't touched this guy yet.
No, you just cut his body open.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hit him with a gall. Then
Oh boy.
Both of those are gonna hit.
oh,
Oh,
highs and lows. So that 33,
let's see.
33
4,
plus 5. So
yeah,
30,
37
30,
or 8,
8.
38.
Yeah, you slice into this guy your 2 times. The thunder, the lightning damage, each time shocking him, sending his muscles spasming as he falls back onto Daoji. Daoji pushing him back up for you though. You cut through this guy. You can see several of his ribs through the open flesh. He's barely standing. You're not sure how he is, but he's barely managing to keep himself up for you.
My friend's gonna kill you or end you now.
Daoji, it's your turn.
Arthur, I like this one. I'm gonna keep him as a
Alright.
pet, and I'm gonna headbutt him in the back of the head.
Yep. Yep, and as you do, he just slumps forward.
It's all yours, buddy. I'll be back, and I'm gonna dash off, pace after the. Can I catch up to any of them?
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm just gonna catch up to them and just do my work. Aw, 14 doesn't hit, does it?
No, just barely misses.
19
damage.
for one of them. And you know what? We'll probably find them back at their camp later anyway. So.
Yeah, so as you rush up to one of them, you rush up and just crank him in the back twice. He tumbles over and grabs his swords. Now it's
Arthur, how
Ellie's
do you say
turn.
"don't run" in Elvish?
I tell him how to say "don't run" in Elvish.
And I scream it completely wrong at them.
Oh. Oh my god. Ellie
get
just rolled
critted.
fucking 2. No, but Ellie just
Oh.
crit again. And
Nice.
rolled max damage. Yeah, this guy didn't make it.
Nice. He just fucking.
He didn't make
He
it.
didn't even like get slashed or anything. He just like glitched, blinked out of existence. Like he's gone.
Pretty much. Ellie just walks up to another one, just working up the line towards you, Arthur. The elves are now panicking. They're starting to look like they're going to run as well, but as one turns, she just drives her blade into his knee. And as he falls, tries to run, she walks up over top of him and plunges her blade right into his throat. The elves now, there's only 3 left that are standing and fighting. One of them that you just completely fucked, Arthur. Going to try and attack. But the one missed both of his attacks against you. The other one's gonna hit Ellie twice. For 18 points of damage. As he pulls his blade out and runs to her, slashes her twice as she completely murders the other elf. We're back up to you, Arthur.
How many elves are left around down here now?
3, but one of them is pretty much dead. Wait, no. Just 2, actually. I forgot. Daoji cranked the one that was nearly dead. So only 2 elves.
Is one of them untouched?
Yes, they're both untouched right now.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna fucking walk up to the one that's untouched. Fuck it, I'll hit him with my last gall, cause why the fuck not? And 8. Hoping I get 19s. I crit on 19s.
So an
19.
additional, yeah, natural 19s and natural 20s. I took a precision mutagen before the fight. Yeah, so an extra 7 damage to that
40
already.
damage. You did exactly as much as you needed. You just walk up behind this one, grabbing him by the. Yeah, you just walk up behind and just cutting a Z right into his back as he drops. Daoji.
So, I knocked one down. I'm gonna leave him there for a second. I'm just gonna run to the other two, and I'm gonna give them one kick each.
Alright.
Well. Okay. Alright. So I give them one kick each, and the last one in the line has to take a 14 strength saving throw. Oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. One takes 14, the other takes 18. And I'm gonna like say in my language, I'm gonna say, don't go, turn back. If you want to leave, you gotta go by me.
Yeah, that one, he didn't make his pass, so 14 and then 18.
14 and 18. I'm just trying to get them to stop running away.
Yeah. Yeah, so as you crank them, they're all, now that they're kind of alone with you, they've pulled out their weapons. They may try to fight you one-on-one, well, one-on-three rather.
I'm like staggering around, I got my bottle, I say, whoever can hit me and knock me down, I'll give you my whole fucking bag of green funny booze.
Not the booze.
Yes, the booze. That bag's worth more than their lives.
Ellie strikes at this last elf, hitting him once for 10 damage. He is going to try and strike back, but misses. The other three are going to try and attack Daoji.
Look at our baby girl Ellie growing up.
But
Little crit machine.
They all miss as Daoji. Yeah, really. 17, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they all miss.
Just okay. Just drunken staggering around.
Yeah,
playing
you're
with
just
them.
staggering around, but as they swing, you sober up for just enough time to like dodge out of the way. Surf blades come passing by your face, but you ultimately untouched. We're back to you,
that was
Arthur.
close.
Ellie, you got this, right?
I can handle him.
Alright, I'm gonna run off towards where Daoji went.
Alright, you rush towards him. Daoji can move really fast, so it might take you a turn to get there.
I'll dash.
Okay, so yeah, you can get there with a dash.
Alright, and I'll just say, yeah, you guys aren't going anywhere in Elvish.
Alright.
Boop. Well. Alright. Fuck it. Damn. I hit one of them twice.
24. Yep, and you knock that one down. So as you
And I
hit,
swig.
you just crank that one guy twice, both times in the chest, and he just coughs up a bit of blood and topples before you just pull out and just take a big old swig from your bottle.
Take a big old swig, and then I basically fall on my ass, and I just sit there for a second.
To do
Yeah.
that, Ellie is going to try and attack her. Say she's gonna hit twice. For 26 damage, holy shit. So she just runs this guy through, cutting him once right across the gut before pirouetting around and stabbing him again in the side of the chest.
After vampires and gargoyles, man, what are a couple of fucking elves?
Yeah, pretty much. So she starts to run towards you guys, but it'll take her a turn or two. Arthur. Wait, no, elves. Sorry. 2 remaining elves are going to try and attack you, but... Well, that one's going to hit. Only once, though. The second one going to hit... Arthur's going to hit twice again. Alright.
Oh boy.
So Arthur is going to take 22 points of damage. Daoji is going to take 12 points of damage. As they each grab their swords, swiping once at you, Daoji, but you miss. The second one, though, he sweeps at your knees, catching you as you duck his blade, his first blade, but he catches you across the legs with the second. The one attacking you, Arthur, just throws himself at you, both blades piercing your skin as he tries to push you onto the ground, but you're able to stand. We're back up to you.
Yeah. Not looking so hot, but I am going to work on one of them.
I don't
Those
really think
both
there's
hit.
anything to worry about.
Oh, that natural 19 was a crit.
Oh, nice. So that's gonna do it.
For an
that
extra
guy.
6. 36.
Yeah, that's enough. That'll do it. So this guy pierces your skin. You push him off, grabbing him by the throat before running your blade through his chest.
Last one's yours, Daoji. I'm gonna go check on the unconscious leader.
Don't kill him.
I won't. I want him alive.
All right, Daoji.
I'm gonna do that Rey Mysterio thing where I leap up with my legs around his head and then like spin around and throw his ass.
All right.
20 points of damage. He's still up.
Just barely.
Try again.
15.
Extra 13.
Not after that. So as you jump up and just toss him, he lands. As he tries to push himself back up, you just walk up. You just walk up and crank this
Kick him
guy.
in the face.
You just kick him in the face, and he just goes limp.
And then I just fall over sideways and slump in the grass myself.
So you do. Arthur, as you walk up, you see Ellie rushing up. As she sees you, she holds up and says, "Did we get him?"
Yeah, they're all gone.
It was
All taken care of.
a decent band. Well, in size, anyways.
They weren't so bad.
How do you think they got a hold of that monster? She points towards the log at the Manicore. As she walks alongside you.
It told me that they created it. Assuming they might have at their camp, have one. Somebody who is a bit of the magical nature.
Maybe. I didn't know you could incubate those kinds of things.
Yeah, they're kind of peculiar. You can pull them from all sorts of places. Go down and browse their little leader and see where they like to lay their heads at.
She walks alongside you as you reach the unconscious body of the leader. Doesn't take long. You kick him a couple times before he rouses. He looks up. An elvish thing. He looks up at you in your eyes and says, "God, you're not an ordinary man."
No, and that was your first mistake. Where's your camp?
He
Before
just-
you answer, look around you.
He looks around before laughing and coughing up some blood. He says, "Yeah, I know how this works. I tell you and you're gonna run me through."
Well, thankfully for you, my friend over here, he's He doesn't like to kill when he doesn't have to, and I'll admit I have enough elven blood on my sword for the day.
I'll drunkenly stagger out of the woods, dragging behind me the knocked out elves. I actually string them up on my quarterstaff, and like, I like with the back of their shirts on each
Yep.
end, and I'm carrying them like water buckets,
Yep.
staggering around.
He looks at this before his head falls back to the ground, and he coughs a few more times before saying, "Alright, you want to find us? You'll head about a mile and a half into the woods. Thickets get deep. We normally travel by the treetops, but I reckon it's possible to get through. Got to camp deep in there."
How many more are at your camp?
Oh, another 20.
I'm going to give him a very, very stern look. And, using my unsettling nature, I'm going to, give him a very, very stern look of, tell me the truth. Maybe my intimidate.
Yeah, go ahead and roll intimidation with that.
Boy, don't fail. 17.
He looks at you. You can see, like, he visibly cringes under your gaze, and he says, "I ain't lying. 20, including our resident mage, one who made that creature you saw. Got an ogre, too."
Wow, sounds like a good time.
All right.
I stagger up, and I throw the quarterstaff with the knocked out elves on the ground, and I'm like looking at Arthur, and my eyes are kind of slumped, and I say, "When was there 3 of you, Arthur?"
About when you hit the bottom of that bottle there, buddy. And I'm gonna use the pommel of my sword and knock out the leader again.
Yeah, you swing, crack him right across the temple.
Hey, Ellie, why don't you go back to town with these guys? Get us a reward. Tell them they can do whatever they want with the elves.
And what are you
Me
doing?
and Arthur are gonna go find where they live.
You realize
Actually-
there's a lot of them there, right?
I guess it would be better to take Ellie. Fuck it. Alright.
She
Fair enough.
says, "I don't know about you guys. I took a couple hits. We could go back.
Yeah,
Get a room
I'm
for
not
the
doing
night."
too hot.
Oh, fine. Load them up on the cart then.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Try not to get blood on the tapestries, though.
Or the
Sell 'em.
paintings. Paintings look mighty fine.
Or the books.
As she's
I plan
helping
on-
you,
Reading them one day.
load him up, Arthur, she says, "He is completely shit-faced. He thinks he can read."
Now I am impressed with Daoji.
Well, what are you talking about?
Nothing, man. I think you deserve another bottle. Go ahead, help yourself.
I don't know, man. I'm feeling pretty good.
What? You can
I-
easily handle another bottle, Daoji. Look at you.
I only drank half of this.
Well,
Usually
drink
it
the
takes me-
rest.
I-
Here, you sit on the back of the cart, have yourself a good drink. You just did a lot of work, Daoji.
You're a professional. You're a
I'll-
professional, and I trust you, Arthur. You're a
Well-
good man,
We'll get back to town, don't worry.
I think. Okay. All right. I go back there. and I lay down and I kind of like throw an arm over the elf leader, and I say, "You're a good one too. I like you."
He is completely unconscious, and there is no response.
Well, I'm sure, and Daoji's gonna soon join him.
All right.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take us back to town.
Okay. So, you guys head back to town. The you swing by the tavern. You can see by now it's pretty dark. Tavern's lit up. They're having a good time in there. Where are you guys heading? With the elves.
When I read on the notice board earlier, did it mention who to turn in the bounties to?
Yes, the steward and the what would you call him? The mayor's manse to talk to him
Okay.
about a reward.
Yeah, don't even go to the tavern. We'll just go right up there to the mayor's manse.
Yeah, as you knock on the door, it takes a few moments before you hear a small voice that opens the door and looks up and says, yeah, the mayor's not currently taking any more visitors for the evening."
No, I understand. I just wish to inform you that your elf problem will soon be taken care of. We have a few with us right here, and I motion towards the cart. We killed. How many do we have unconscious? Four of them?
Think about 4, something like that.
Yeah, 4 or 5, something like that.
Yeah, so we have 4 here. We killed 2 more. They're up in the woods where they've been ambushing people. Killed their nasty beast, the manticore, as well.
We killed more than 2. We killed like.
No, we killed
like
10,
11.
10. There was 14 of them total, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we killed 10 and we have 4 unconscious.
He looks very pleased at this and he says, "Oh, well, that's quite splendid. I'll be sure to inform the mayor when he awakes and leave the cart there. I'll go and get one of the guard to take your prisoners around the stockades. I'm sure it'll be a short trial."
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, the cart, we rented it from the stable master here in town. If you could just have it brought back to him. We rented it for the day and
Oh, yes,
promised
yes.
to bring it back.
Yes, we'll make sure young Jethro gets it.
Okay. And also, we found their camp. We're gonna go in the morning. We're gonna solve your problem. Don't worry.
Very good. Then, if you can bring back proof of it, the mayor will have be sure to compensate you. They have
Alright.
been a problem to travelers lately.
I understand that. All right. Well, good evening to you, sir.
Good. I'll leave the cot there, and he goes off, wraps his cloak around him, and takes off in the night towards the stockades to grab a guard.
I'll grab all of our valuable shit off the cart
Mm-hmm.
and Daoji up. We'll head towards the tavern.
Okay.
I wake up and I'm like, oh god, Arthur, what happened? I remember we left town.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe it. Kind of been drunk for the past week.
What? A week?
Yeah. Been a wild week, man. Hey, don't worry. We're gonna go get some rest. When we wake up, we're gonna go take care of some elves.
Well, wouldn't be the first time.
Yep. So as you guys walk in, the band it's a lot livelier. The band's pick up. You can see their tip jars absolutely full by this point. Couple more, more than a couple, a lot more patrons. You see some the dwarves are still there having a good time. They're right and drunk by now. You see a couple of other members around. You see a couple people. They look like the mercenary types who have strolled in. They're drinking together. Probably about 4 of them drinking. You see The old man's gone by now that you talked to earlier, but a couple more merchant-looking gents are around, along with the sparse, travelers.
Oh
I'm gonna
God.
go up to the tavern deep and ask him for some rooms.
He nods and says, after handing someone their food, and says, "Rooms, it won't cost you too much tonight. Reckon. How many folks you keeping here? 3?
Yeah, but we can get 2 rooms. Ellie, you can have your own.
All right, 2 rooms. That'll run you probably just a gold.
All right. Here you go for your troubles.
Yep.
Hey, Daoji, are you you want to go to bed, right? I mean,
I don't know. When was the last time I slept?
I been off and on. Want to know what's crazy though, Daoji?
What?
Look in your bag.
All right, I'll look in my bag.
You only drank 1 bottle of that stuff.
Are you
Been out
shitting
for
me?
a week.
There's still some in here too.
Yeah. Need to slow down on the drinking, man. Know your pace.
Sir, do you have any more of this?
Well, afraid to sold it all to you. We don't get that too often around here.
You don't need any more, Daoji. Clearly, 3/4 of a bottle lasts you a week.
Oh God.
Isn't that
Yes.
the goal?
I take it and I down the rest of it, and then I walk up to somebody and I slam the bottle on the table.
I'm gonna walk off to the group of mercenaries.
Yeah, as you slam it down, the group of merchants, they look to you, say, "What do you want?"
You gentlemen have to try this. Sir, shot glasses for each man here.
The one merchant grabs and says, "Oh my God, he's got the jewel of the desert. Where'd you get this?"
I bought it.
Clearly.
I bought it all.
Aye.
All of
Yes, we'll take a shot of it.
it. Good. Good. Good.
As the barkeep brings your shot glasses, he looks at you, Daoji, and says, "If you want more,
You're a good man. Yes.
I don't have any more myself, but if you ever find yourself in the desert, right across the mountain here, that's where they get it from. Crystal City out there.
Bristol City?
Yeah, it's what they call it. I don't know the actual name of it. All the merchants who travel they just say they come from the Crystal City.
Who rules that land?
I don't know much about it myself. I don't hear much news from across the mountain.
Well, you're already one of the best people I've met this side of the mountain. So, I think I'll take your advice. Have you tried any of this stuff?
I cracked open a bottle the first time I get it, but it's more profitable to sell than to drink, you see.
Apparently I was out for a week. This is good stuff, my friend.
You just left this morning.
Hey, I'm gonna look at the the barkeep and wink at him.
Ah, oh. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
my days have been getting mixed up. Maybe it has been
Uh.
a week.
Perception roll. What are you winking, Arthur? You got something to say to me? I've already taken 2 shots.
Right.
Oh, I've got
you,
something in my eye.
You enjoy that, gents. He goes back behind the bar.
I'm gonna say to the mercenaries, how would you gentlemen like to make some extra coin in the morning?
One looks up from his drink and says, "We're always looking to make something. Got a job for us? Need a caravan protected? You got a couple
No.
swords yourself."
I do, yes.
He has 2 because he's insecure.
Very
Is that
much.
right?
Yes. Very much so. No, I have a bit of hunting in mind. Elves. More specifically, the ones that have been holding people up on the road. We already wiped out about, I'd say, half of them.
Is that
A little
right?
bit more. Yeah, we killed their manticore as well. Now we want to go mop up the rest of the camp.
One of the
I'll pay each of you 50 gold a head.
woman speaks up. 50 gold a head.
50 gold a head? Are you kidding?
Of each of them. I'll pay each of them 50 gold.
Oh,
Bro.
Make it 100 and we can talk.
That's a
75.
fucking lot.
All
How
right,
many are there sitting at this table?
4.
75 and you have a deal.
All right. We'll do that.
Cheers.
We were thinking about taking that contract anyways.
Well, now it'll be easier. Should be a breeze for us to just mop through this camp.
Might be.
Didn't they say... Didn't they say they have flying elephants, though? I seem to remember something about flying elephants.
No, that must have been a dream.
What's an
Elephants
elephant?
can't fly.
Shit. Oh, elephants. Yeah, we had them a lot where I'm from. They're big, and they got huge dicks coming out of their faces.
This is some good stuff he's been drinking, gentlemen.
I can tell.
Try it. That's why I got the glasses.
I'm
And
that bottle
I
over
pour them
here.
I pour them all a shot. I say, "Oh, you're not getting the bottle, but you can get the stuff inside it." And I'll hand them their shot glasses.
Maybe I'll take a drink with you.
Alright, well, I'll be down here in the morning, gentlemen. Hope to see you.
All right. We'll see you then.
And
Nice
I'm gonna
and
go
early.
off to bed. I am fucking haggard. I got out of that scrap with 16 health.
Yeah, Ellie's going to go up to her room as well.
I did pretty good.
Actually, it was 27. Word went out.
I'm going to stay up drinking.
I'm gonna leave Daoji to his devices.
Yep. Daoji, you stay up drinking. It's
Yeah.
You probably make a good few friends down there.
And then forget about them
Yeah.
promptly.
So
Arthur in the morning, you find Daoji, he's half naked with his merchant's attire, like strewn about the tavern. He's slumped over a table.
I'm gonna take
Oh.
his bag of alcohol.
As soon as you do, he shoots up.
Daoji, you need to put this stuff down. It's been 2 weeks this time.
I've been putting. Fuck!
Daoji, look at you.
I can't. How do I look at me?
Look down. You're half naked.
Oh, shit. That's why I'm so lightheaded. Oh. Well, at least there's no whorehouses in this town. I think.
Yeah,
Are
you
there?
wouldn't be able to read if there was.
That went totally over his head and mine as well. I stand up and I snatch the bag from him and I say, "Fuck off! Give me the bag." And
Alright. Well, I had to put off the elf encampment for another week and a half. So, are you ready to go?
yeah, I guess so. Did that guy ever? Did we get money for that?
No, we're gonna get a reward when we come back with the rest of them.
Damn, I thought it was only gonna be like a dozen or so. We better get paid good for this.
I mean, if you can prove
Hoping we
the
do
whole
as well.
camp, probably get paid pretty good.
I look around. So, they just let me sleep out here for a week?
Yeah, I mean, you were roaming around town, and every time you did a lap, you just lost more clothing.
Huh.
A lot of people are kind of
Impressed?
feel
In awe?
kind of sad for you.
Oh.
Gained
Well.
quite the reputation around here as the slanty-eyed drunk. I hate to say.
Drunk. I do actually have a couple of titles. One of them being the Drunken Wanderer. I'm quite proud of it.
Been wandering your way out of your clothes for the past week and a half. Let's go.
I'm
Get
also
dressed.
quite proud of that. Oh,
Don't be.
those were the merchant's attire. I can find those later. I've always got my handy dandy monk robes, and I pull them out, and you can see they're just tatters. They're just fucking rags. They're orange and slightly brown. They look like they've been worn and haven't been washed in a long time. Flip them on right in front of you.
You used that shirt to wipe your ass the other day. Just thought you should know that. I
Now
walk out of the room.
That I do not believe, good sir. I have more common decency than that. Usually I use my enemy's shirts.
Come on, Daoji, we have work.
Fine, fine, fine. Let's go.
I'm gonna head down to the front room of the tavern.
All right, as you do so, you can see the mercs are kind of waiting around.
Ready
Sorry
to get to
keep you gents
business.
waiting. I know it's
gentlemen.
been a long wait.
They will look at you strangely, Daoji. Before shaking their head, the one who seems to be the leader looks at you, Arthur, and says, "All right. So where's this encampment at?"
A little bit up in the woods, past the fork.
All right.
Go there now. And here, to show that I have good faith, I'll pay you all guys in advance, just to get it over with.
Sure. They each take their money. All right.
Yeah, we'll head off.
All right.
Away.
So, you head back down. Arthur, as you stake out through the woods, let's go ahead and roll a survival check as you try to track down this camp. Actually, roll Arcana.
Oh boy. I'm good at Arcana. Roll reflects that. Yes.
Yeah. As
Natural
you're,
20.
As you're
Get in touch with
traveling
God.
through the forest, towards where the leader was pointing you, you can see. You stop, and you can see etched into the ground some different runes. You notice these to be traps as you step around, lead your party through them, until eventually you find another ward, it seems. Though you you know how to get around this. It's a concealment ward. You take a few moments kneeling down around where it was etched out to trace a few wards yourself before you disable it. Luckily enough, which is easy enough for you. You've dealt with people trying to magically conceal themselves before. This is child's play for you. It's a matter of a couple of signs, and then before you can see, as he finishes this, the rest of the party, they can see what was once just forest. You can see now it seems different. A small, not so much small, but a nice little, what do you call it? It seems like a natural little barrier of brush and trees forms this circle where they've made their encampment. You can see lots of brush and leaves have been pulled to make natural little housing, but you can see one in particular seems to be made of seems to have been shaped out of the earth itself that stands in the center. Within this encampment, you guys are a good distance away from it, so you kind of have the advantage. You can see different wood elves patrolling throughout. Let me try to draw this real quick. So it's pretty decent size. The barrier seems to be made of natural bushes and trees that just form a natural barrier. In the center, well, kind of center, in the center, closer to like the southwest area, you can see like it seems to have been forged out of the earth itself, building. The rest seem to be like tents made out of natural foliage. You can see elves. There's a trio of wood elves that are currently patrolling right in this area.
Where are we?
You would be kind of on the outskirts right here. Far enough away where they can't really see you. So where that circle is.
Alright.
Daoji's
It's
sobered
not
up enough.
exactly drawn to scale, but it's kind of
Do
simple.
all
Gonna-
elves live like this? They look like they're camping.
Yes, most elves, especially of this nature, tend to stick to the woods, and at least where I come from, they're not so much as welcomed civilized
Strange.
areas, and if they do, they live in ghettos.
Ellie says, from what I've noticed, it's mostly the wood elves that live out like this. They kind of travel around. The high elves like their fancy buildings and books.
Coming around, I haven't really run into them much. Maybe this is why.
Actually, I
Some-
feel bad for the elves of my homeland. They haven't done anything to deserve their lot in life. Can't say much about the ones here. They seem to live on both sides, I've noticed.
Ellie says, they're mostly welcome. It's just elves. Some of them, they have a superiority complex, I think you could call it. Some of them, like in my old town, we had a wood elf who lived with us there. He was our hunter. He'd get pelts and stuff for us, but bands like these, they travel from place to place, not really in one spot for long, but she points out the building. That's not really their style.
I haven't seen that amongst the elves either. I'm gonna turn to the mercenaries and I tell them, 4 of you, take a wide path around and see if you can't to the camp to the that'd be the southwestern side.
One more thing I forgot to point out. You can see sitting against a tree. So there's a tree right here. Sitting against it is the ogre that the guy was telling you about. He's kind of sitting against it. He's got like some of the branches down. He's playing with them. Like
I look at Arthur and I say, "Hey, Arthur, you would know. Can ogres talk?"
Not from my personal experience. I've never been sent to talk with them.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go around and I'll deal with that thing one way or the other.
Alright. Ellie, you and I will take this trio of guards.
all right.
For you 4, we'll wait till you're in position, and then as soon as you hear battle spark up, that's when you know to run in and rush and just run through and take out whoever you come across.
All right. And they the one looks to one of them looks to you and says, "How many did they say that were gonna be here? I only see the 3, but they got all them camps, them tents."
One that we captured mentioned, stay away from that stone building, that stone structure. They have a mage with
All right. We'll take out the regular ones then.
yes.
Yeah, leave the big ones to us.
All right. Come on, lads. They start to make their way through the forest.
Good luck, friends. And I'm
Oh.
gonna sneak around.
And I'll wait a little while for everybody to get in position.
All right. Let's go ahead and Daoji roll a stealth check.
24.
All right. So
I'm
you're
gonna
going like towards the ogre, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna try to quietly be nearby in a way that I can talk to him without being seen by the camp.
All right.
And I'm gonna sneak up nearby. I'm gonna say, "Hey, friend, you want a drink?"
He straightens up and looks around and says, "Hey,
Do you understand me?
who's talking to me?"
Daoji's gonna poke his head around the tree and say, "Hi."
He leans down and gets like right up in your face and says, "You're not an elf."
No, but I can be a friend. See this? I hold up the fancy green bottle and I say, "This stuff, they say it'll get ogres drunk as hell. I personally have been unconscious for 3 weeks by drinking one bottle."
Roll a persuasion with advantage.
Okay. Only D20s.
Oh man, messing
Well,
with drunk
that's
Daoji.
better than ogres.
What the fuck?
Wow.
What the fuck?
Luckily for you, he rolled a
I'm gonna
natural
luck you.
1.
Oh, okay.
He
Fine.
rolled.
Wow, we both suck.
He also has a -2, so I mean, take
And
that for what you will.
I hold it out and I say, "Listen, these elves, they're assholes. If you help us clear this camp out, I'll give you this whole bottle. Here, try a bit of it." And I don't know, I probably have a cup or something. I'll give him some of it.
He takes it and drinks it. Says, "Oh,
That's what I said.
that's good stuff, Hume. Give me that bottle."
You can have all of the food in this camp, and I'll give you this whole bottle. But first, we gotta clear out everybody else, except the humans. They're my friends.
I want
Okay.
the bottle now. That's good.
Tell you what, I'll pour him a little bit more. And I say, "That's all you're getting until we
He
get
takes it and immediately down's like, that's good. Before
real good."
he stands up and he's swaying a little bit now himself. He says, "Oh,
Remember, elves bad, humans good.
yeah, elf's bad.
Elves real bad.
You're gonna give me that bottle?
As soon as they're all
Oh,
down,
they're bad."
you know what to do.
I'm gonna wait for the ogre to make his move.
He reaches up in the tree and snaps off a huge branch before walking over to one of the tents and peering.
He looks over to where Arthur's and Ellie is, and I just give him the biggest shit-eating grin and a thumbs up.
He points inside one of the tents and you hear him say, "You're an elf." "What? You're bad." Before he brings down the fucking club onto the tent.
All right, Ellie, time to go. And
All right.
yeah, we're gonna run in through the thicket, and I wanna see if I can surprise one of the
Roll a
trio
stealth check.
since there's a
With
distraction
advantage?
right now. Okay. All right. My stealth's not terrible.
Yeah, right? Yeah, so as you guys sneak up, do you see them looking? They're like, you hear one of an elf is saying, "What in the hell is this getting into him? Come on, we gotta take care of it." Before you sneak up, go ahead and let's roll initiative.
I'm gonna spend this fight hanging around the ogre because I like this guy. I don't want to get him hurt. 15.
Rolled a 13.
All right. So, Daoji had a 15, Arthur had a 13.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Let me pull up a few, bookmark a few things in my book, and we'll get to going. But I need to be able to quickly reference these things, you understand?
Okay.
Let's see. I don't need that. There we go. There's that, so... I'll put this over here. Alright. Shit, too far. Sorry about this. Right, so... Battle music. Oh, I know I've got this. I've used it before. Where? There it is.
Oh, excuse me.
So, as you guys charge in, the mercenaries, you hear them first. You hear the distinct sound of combat at the what is it, southwest? But
Yeah.
Arthur, as you
Yeah.
walk up, Ellie charges in front of you and slashes at one of the trio. Hitting him once.
Do we get a surprise round or?
Yes, this is a surprise round.
Okay. All right.
She just rolled ahead of you in initiative. So she slashes him once for 13 damage, not bad. Second one, he turns and parries, crying out to his elf buddies, Daoji.
So I'm gonna look around the ogre. Are there any elves around him?
You can see some starting to peek out from the tents. They're looking at him, but you look in the distance, you can see your buddies moving in.
Okay.
This guy is crushing the tent that there are a couple elves in, you can see.
Alright, I'm just gonna sprint towards one of the tents that one of the elves are poking out of. I'm just gonna do a head first dive into the tent. So it's
Alright.
cartoony and you can see like fucking, you know, it's like one of those cartoony action scenes where punches and kicks are being thrown around the inside of the tent. Hello, boys. And I go to town. 4 hits
Yep.
on whoever's in the tent.
37.
And I mean, I guess I'll try to do the strength check and just throw them out of the tent.
Alright. Go. He's going to make a 14.
Yeah. You gotta make 2 of them.
That's the first one. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Oh, yeah, it is. And he failed the second one. So you rush in, dive head first at him, throwing punches and kicks. You see there's a couple of people in this tent, but you're focused on this one guy before you kick him right in the chest, sending him straight through the back, ripping a big hole in the back of this tent. As he goes just fucking tumbling out into the middle of the field. Arthur, we're up to you.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna run up to one of the trio. Hack and slash.
That'll do it. That one's in that 19.
Yep. Crit. Oh shit. Bonus action. I ignited my sword.
Alright.
Big
Forgot to
damage.
yeah, I forgot to mention that.
That's alright. I assumed you would have.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's on your-
shit.
Oh,
fuck.
So that's an
That's
addition.
21 plus 16. That's 37 damage in fucking 1 hit.
Holy fuck.
That's 56 total in one hit, or in one turn. Yep, so
Shit.
He gone.
as Ellie's slashing at hers, you see
No.
one of the elves turns and immediately brings out a knife and he goes to stab it into her neck. You rush forward, cutting his hand clean off. He cries out in Elvish, holding his stump before you just drive your sword through his gut, sending him splayed out onto the ground as Ellie looks over. Thanks, Arthur.
No problem.
the ogre now, who is now a part of the surprise round.
Oh yes.
Yay.
Ogre
Um,
surprise party.
Let's see, he is going to fucking try to crush the guys in this tent. So he just like grabs the tent and just rips it to the side. Of course, yep, both are gonna hit. For 35 damage.
Oh boy.
She rips the tent off. He says, "Elf's bad!" He brings his giant fucking tree branch down, hitting this elf once, knocking him to the ground as the elf turns back, holding his hand. No! No, we're feeding you. Remember, he crushes him, cracks him right in the fucking chest. You can see this guy's now, his bones are broken, scattered. He's still up, barely. He's trying to push himself back up to his feet as the ogre's ready for another attack. And we're back up to the mercenaries, who are continuing to fight down at the southwestern part of this camp. You can see them now. They each are taking on a separate elf, as these elves have all come out of their tents and they're fighting them down in the courtyard, kind of down here. The elves are now going to take some turns. The two in the tent that the ogre just attacked are going to try and attack the ogre. They managed to hit him 2 times for 18 points of damage. As they each come up, loosing arrows into him, some of them hitting him in the chest, one hits him in the mouth as he cracks it off and says, "Oh!" 2 are going to turn and attack you, Arthur and Ellie. That 1 crit on Ellie. Arthur's not going to take any damage. Ellie is going to take 20 points of damage in 1 attack. As the one elf she's fighting kicks her and cuts right across her shoulder, right across her collarbone, nearly clipping her neck. As blood gushes down. It's her turn though. She's going to retaliate.
Retaliation.
Let's see. If
Stare
this is
too
going
long
to
into the
do it.
crits, and the crits start staring back at you.
Pretty much.
Funny. Every NPC that my characters train just fucking crit machines.
It's shit.
Yeah. So
You're
she hits him both times and manages to drop this guy. As he crits her, she takes a few steps back. Damn it! Before slicing forward, cutting through his gullet, before stabbing her blade right into his intestines, dropping this guy as he bleeds out onto the ground. Daoji, you knocked 1 guy out of this tent. There's 2 more still around you.
Well, I dive out of the tent and I say, "No, new friend!" And I'm gonna run towards the ogre and attack one of the elves that hit him.
Okay.
Shit.
Well, one
14
of those
doesn't
hits.
hit, right?
Nope, it just barely misses.
God damn.
10 points.
10 damage.
So you rush forward, trying to swing at this guy, but he manages to dodge you before you crack him once right in the eye, blackening it.
Dick.
Arthur, there is still 1 elf left of that trio.
I'm going to walk up to him. Crit again. Oh my god.
Another one?
That 15 hit?
15 hits as well?
Holy fuck. Oh, but yeah.
It's good this time, but still. Fuck.
15 plus 8. 23.
23? still, as you clock this guy, he's looking rough as you slash through his arm.
Fuck, I love that precision mutagen.
It's really good. Slash through his
It's
arm. You can
fucking
see
great.
blood spewing out onto the leaves below you as he curses in Elven. Shit. Alright, so the ogre now is going to try and finish that one off that he completely demolished.
Turn him into paste.
And he does so. As he just... And then let's see if he can hit the one that you're attacking now, Daoji. He can. Alright. Only 9 damage, but as he crushes the one that was on the ground, he turns to the one you were attacking and smashes him right in the back of the head. As he screams
Wreck.
out. And as he looks at you, says, I want that bottle!
You'll get it if you live.
Alright, now, Arthur, as you look around, you can see an elf with long brown hair that's been kind of pulled back into a ponytail steps out of that wooden, or that earth adobe. He steps out, and behind him an earth elemental as he looks around, cursing under his breath.
He turns around. It's like, oh crap.
The mercenaries, they're doing pretty well down there. You can see they've got a couple of their elves down. More starting to come out of the tents. The elves. Let's see, one hits Daoji. Damn, 2 nat 1s, really. So one hits Daoji. As the one comes out of the tent that you just kicked that guy out of Daoji, he's going to fire an arrow at you.
Okay, I'll deflect it.
Alright. Yep,
I assume,
that catches it down to 0.
and I'll send it back to him.
16, alright.
And so, 1d8 plus 5. So 9 points of damage back at him.
Yeah, so as you throw that back at him, it hits him right in the knee, and just as he buckles, pushing
Your
himself
days of
back up.
adventuring are over.
God damn it. Now Ellie is going to try and finish that one off that you started. And she manages to do it. And she just drives her blade into him, dropping him to the floor and running into the fray. Daoji.
Excellent work, Ellie.
How many elves are around me and the ogre?
You and the ogre, you just killed the ones around you, but there's still the 2 in that tent that are firing arrows at you, and the one who you kicked out into the field pushed himself up, and he's going to start firing arrows as well.
Okay. I don't remember how much. I don't remember how much damage I did to that guy.
A lot.
All right. I'll run over and try to drop him.
Yeah,
Still up?
that'll do it.
All right. I just run over and give him a flying kick to the face, and then I'm gonna look around. Where's the mage at?
He just stepped out of the building, so he's right in front of it. So you'd be like right over here, and he's down here.
So I probably didn't see him come out. Guess I'll just go in and kick out one of the other guys that's in the tent then.
Alright.
This hits.
Hit.
So 14 damage and 2 strength throws. I'm gonna just kick his ass over to the ogre.
Yeah. Let's see, he's probably not going to make these, but we'll see.
leaping into the tent and then springboarding back to kick his ass out straight
Yeah.
towards the ogre.
And as you just both feet into his chest, he flies back towards the ogre. Arthur, it's your turn.
Alright, so, where's the closest cluster of, elves now?
They're going to be right in this area, firing at the mercenaries.
Yeah, so I'll just run down, begin to hack and slash.
All right.
Both of those hit?
Yep.
Alright.
So
21.
21 points of damage to an elf.
Uniman.
Yeah, as you just rush up behind him, crisscrossing him again as he screams out, turns, pulling out his blades. The ogre.
Furniture.
Gonna miss one of them actually, but crack the other time. See if this is enough damage. Just enough damage.
Yay.
So the ogre just steps down and crushes him with his foot as he starts walking towards the camp where you're standing, Daoji, to try and help finish off the other elves. At this point, though, the mage walks around to about right here, and the ogre has moved up over here by you. So he spots the two of you.
I see him coming. I say, ogre, watch out.
Let's see here. Alright, so...
Power word kill.
Yep, power word kill, you're dead, Daoji.
Shit. Reroll.
Damn.
New character.
Take a
Alright,
bard.
Let's see here. Alright, I gotta look up what this fucking does.
Told you, man. I'm just gonna be a cleric.
Clerics are super fucking useful.
Gonna be an
Spread
alpha
the religion
priest.
spread the religion of the great Chad.
Great God, Chad.
Great God Chad, great God Chad, great God Chad, great God Chad.
Fuck off. They put
Great,
goddamn
great.
advertisements in this piece of shit.
You don't
One
have
of
a
the-
shield, you just have a fucking beer pong board on your back.
Yeah, one of the saints is named Chug, so we
Chug.
chant his name in battle.
Chug, 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 chug. Arthur's surrounded by alcoholics.
Alright, so... Yeah, that's what I want. So... Sorry this is taking so long.
No, that's fine. I do the same shit.
Spellcasters, man, they're complicated.
Lot of shit going on.
So many spells.
Yep. That's what he's gonna do. Okay. So, I'm going to need Daoji, the ogre, and Arthur ran up there, so Arthur and Ellie to make a dexterity saving throws.
Haha! Yes. So I get.
That
Let me
didn't
see.
make it.
I get obliterated.
Alright. Well. Nat 20.
Wow.
Hey,
I
that's
I
have-
take no damage from this. In fact, I want to try to protect the ogre if I can, even if I take half damage. I rolled a nat 20, so it's up to you.
well. Let me see what the ogre rolls first. For this spell, unfortunately, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to.
Okay.
Because this is chain lightning.
Oh.
Alright, well then I just take... I do that avatar shit where I redirect it through my body and send it into the sky.
So, as he arcs this out, it hits the ogre for 52 points of damage.
What?
Whoa. Holy fuck. So what did I take?
Also 52.
Oh my god.
That was his most powerful spell.
Wow. Wow.
Well,
As
that's
it arcs
interesting.
through you, Ellie, luckily enough, also rolled a nat 20. So she's only going to take half of that.
Fucking crit crew over there.
So she's going to take 26.
Come on, let me do that finger shit where I General Izo
So-
back into the mage.
As it hits the ogre, it passes, arcing straight over to you, Arthur, buckling your knees, sending you to the ground as it arcs towards Ellie. She cries out as it goes towards Arthur. He catches it, redirecting it. But unfortunately, it's too much to control for you at this point in your career, and it goes splaying out towards the sky.
Arthur does that?
I mean,
you do that.
Daoji, sorry.
Daoji.
If I said Arthur, I meant Daoji.
Yeah, well I use all my super fucking key magic to redirect into the sky.
And, it's
And
really
you now
cool.
have no key.
So,
Metaphors.
the Earth Elemental
Shit.
Oh boy.
is going
Good
to
thing
move
we have an
towards
ogre.
the mercenaries.
Oh, okay.
Having a whole army at my disposal. We have a Hulk.
Yeah. Our Hulk just got fried.
Yeah, that hurt real bad. Manages to hit one of the mercenaries. You see it slam into his back, sending him rolling before he picks himself back up and gets ready to do combat with it. Luckily enough, they've dealt with their elves, so they can focus on the Earth Elemental. They're going to attack it.
Daoji man, no protect me from
Fuck
thingy light.
What am I supposed to do about that?
Managed to get 3 good hits in on this guy. That's pretty good. He's
Take
got a
it
high
down.
AC, but
Take it down. Take it down.
and the elves, they're starting to get pretty thin. There's only a few left now. The mercenaries have done good work. You guys have been taking them out, especially with that fucking ogre. There's still the 3 where Arthur and Ellie is. Other than that, they seem to their numbers are starting pretty thin. So ogre. They're going to try and attack you and Ellie.
Where you at, Arthur?
49.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
They all rolled like shit though and didn't roll above a 15, so they're not going to hit you guys.
I'm gonna repost one of them.
All right. 17 will do it.
17. For 13 damage. The one that I've been working on.
Let's see here. Not quite enough to take him out, but it's pretty close. So as you are knocked to the ground from that lightning, you are starting to push yourself up and you see a blade. You quickly parry it out of the way and drive your blade into this guy's leg, pushing yourself back up. He's not looking good. Ellie is going to try and finish him off for you. Manages to do it. She drives her blade into his lung, sending him to the ground as she looks over. You alright, Arthur?
Yeah, I think I'll recover. Good work.
Thanks. That mage hit pretty hard.
Yeah, tell me about it.
And it is now Daoji's turn.
I look up at the ogre and I toss him the rest of the bottle, and I say, "Here, man, you've earned it."
Oh, thanks. That didn't
You'll take
feel
a-
good.
Don't worry, drink some of that and you'll feel a lot better. Leave the rest to me,
I need
and I'm going to, yeah, I'm gonna go fuck up that mage.
Do it. Wreck his
I just-
fucking world.
I run up on top of his mound, and I look down at him and I say, "Hey, asshole!" And I'm gonna dive down at him. The 16 hit?
Normally, but he's going to cast shield.
So do I get 22 and 23 hit?
Yes.
19 damage. And
Both extremes.
I'm gonna punch his ass against the mound that he came out of, so he's like against the wall.
Alright.
Oh,
For
she's over there
14
exhibiting
strength
excellent
saving throw.
yin and yang. One and
So
an
he's
eight.
got to make a DC 14 strength. And he fails, so you rush up. He throws up a shield of this clear purplish, purple bluish magical energy, but you crack straight through it on your last two punches. Seeing him straight against the wall, you hear him cry out.
Yeah, like I send a few punches against the shield and they reflect, but then you see like wind starts blowing through the camp and ki starts channeling through my hands and I just punch right through it,
Yep,
punching his ass against the mound.
so you do. Earth Elemental still going to be cranking these mercenaries. Yeah, it gets a good few hits in. You see the woman, as it cracks her right across the skull, she goes flying back 10 feet and drops. The mercenaries now, though, they're going to start cranking it. They get... Yeah, they all managed to land at least one hit in on it. Gonna take it down a good few. Alright. So, back to the elves. There's still two left who are going to try and attack Arthur and Ellie. That's a nat 1. That doesn't hit, so they both miss you, Arthur. One's gonna hit Ellie, the other one. So one hit Ellie once. The other two, all three of the other attacks hit missed. Are you gonna riposte or anything?
I only have one.
Oh, okay. I only hit Ellie once, but after that lightning blast, she's not looking too good.
Oh boy.
So as it slashes her, you can see she's her knees are starting to buckle. But she's going to retaliate. She's going to try and fuck this guy's world up.
Wreck his shit.
Hits him both times. Shit, max damage too. So she screams and cuts at this guy. Does a Z strike right across his chest. As he's now gushing out blood. He's not looking good. Arthur.
Alright, that hits him. Does that kill him?
The guy that Ellie's been working on, yes.
Alright, yeah. And then there's one more?
One more.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna begin working on him.
17.
17 damage. Damage.
Yeah.
17 damage, yeah.
So as you just cut one's throat, you, in the same fluid movement, slice straight down from shoulder to hip on the other elf. Arthur. That was... Ellie, Daoji, Arthur. Did Daoji go this turn?
No.
Okay, it's your turn.
Oh,
sorry.
well, do I go after Arthur?
I think you will go before Arthur. I think I accidentally skipped you.
I just attacked the mage, and I punched him against the mound. Was that this round?
Yeah, it was. Sorry, my bad. I'm getting my rounds confused.
I do it too.
So the ogre, oh, He just downs that bottle as he starts walking off out into the forest.
See ya, fucker.
Did his job,
The
and his job was
mage.
not to hurt us.
Absolute legend. We're gonna find him passed out over a fucking tree trunk later.
Lolo, get good drinky from Chargy Man's.
God damn it.
God. Lolo, you big boom. Ground shaky. Dust
I love
everywhere.
Yeah, Witcher trolls are fucking great.
They are. They're fucking great.
One of my favorite parts of the game is when I come across a fucking troll.
It's very rare that you meet one that's a dick. They're just fucking imbeciles.
Yeah.
It's true.
Very reasonable imbeciles.
Make shoes.
Oh man.
Like when they kidnap the cobbler and they're just trying to teach him curse word, or like he's trying to teach him
Oh,
curse
I
words.
love that guy. Yeah, that's good.
Oh man.
All right. Daoji, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. My wisdom. Oh, I'm proficient in that. Cool.
Wise.
14.
I said be wise.
All right.
I tried.
So he cast Phantasmal Killer.
Oh.
Hmm. Can I luck this roll?
You can if you'd like.
I'll luck it.
That one.
23.
23.
Nice.
So on a failed save.
Trying to pull that Bernard shit on me.
I think this is Alfonso's shit.
Yeah, that's an Alfonso
yeah.
move right there. Melt brains.
Oh, true.
On a wisdom save. On a failed save, the spell. Does it? I can't tell if this is a half damage or if just nothing fucking happens.
Let me look.
I guess nothing happens.
On a failed save. On a successful save, the spell ends. So,
I guess just nothing happens.
okay.
So as you see him cast a spell, and you can start to see the visage of something blurry in place of this mage, but you quickly shake it off.
Ugh.
So the Earth Elemental is going to keep slamming these guys. Misses one of his attacks though, so he doesn't give as good of a round as the mercenaries each tackle him.
Come on and slam.
The elves, there's still that one left. He's going to try and get you, Arthur.
Triple crit.
18
Oh
now.
boy. Yeah.
He missed just barely. 17.
Ooh. Ooh.
So as he slashes, he almost gets you, but you raise your sword up, catching him in the cross guard and parrying his blade away. It's now Ellie's turn, who's going to try and finish him off.
Pretty sure.
2 hits.
Right.
Can she do it? 19. That will do it. As she just brings her sword down, screaming right down the chest twice. As he just drops, you can see his ribs. A couple of them sliced through. The others, you can see bone. Daoji, it's your turn.
Is this mage an elf?
Yes.
Well, I was gonna try to talk to him, but I don't think that's gonna get me anywhere. So,
Talk to him with your fists.
15 hit?
Yes.
24. Daoji's going for a perfect run where he doesn't take a single point of damage.
Yeah, so
Good at that.
you crank this guy. He's starting to look bloody.
Yeah, he's just up against the mound, and every time he tries to move, I just punch the limb that he's trying to move or kick him.
Yeah, that's what happens. Arthur, it's your turn.
Alright,
You can see the earth elemental is missing large chunks. The female mercenary is down, but the other three are surrounding the elemental, trying to take him down.
no other elves besides the mage?
Yeah, you guys were pretty efficient this time. Getting that ogre really helped. The mercenaries also
Yeah, it
helped.
really did.
That ogre took down like fucking 3 or 4 of them. The mercenaries took down like 5 of them.
Alright, Daoji's got that mage wrapped up. I'm just gonna run down and I'm gonna hit that earth elemental with gall and fucking hack and slash. Oof. That 15 hit? Probably not.
The earth elemental does not. 10,
12.
12. Oh, right. Forgot Gaul. So you rush up. The first attack bouncing off, it's just complete stone. But you ready yourself for the second attack. Slicing under his arm as he goes to make his swing, and you can see a large boulder fall to the ground as it makes a low rumbling cry. Ogre's fucked off. The mage now is going to try another trick.
4.
Try it. I can handle anything you can throw at me, bitch boy.
Probably gonna throw it at me. Fucking KO my ass.
No, man, I'm right in front of him. I got pinned against the wall. No reason he would attack you.
Alright, let's see what this does. Alright, what's your armor class, Daoji?
18. Or 17, my bad, 17.
Alright, you managed to hit this. Alright, so as you're hitting him, he reaches out. You can see his hand is now shrouded in a shadow. As he touches your throat, you can feel the life force just being drained from you. As he siphons it into his own, you can see a lot of his wounds are starting to close up. As you take 17 points of necrotic damage, and he is healed for his 17.
Choking up. Oh god, I'm tripping on acid.
And now
Hopefully
we're down to the
he
earth
absorbed some
elemental.
of your hangover.
Just pure alcohol.
Yeah, that's all he gets.
So
Becomes
the earth
intoxicated.
elemental is now going to turn. Oh my god, a nat fucking 20.
Oh my god.
Not
That's
today.
the only hit it got, but this is gonna hurt.
Hurt my daddy.
Not Arthur. He already took
So you're gonna
52
take-
points of damage.
21 points of damage.
Oof.
As it turns, as you slice it, it turns with its other hand and clocks you right in the nose. You can feel the bone shatter
Shit.
as you're just knocked backwards, blood pouring down your face.
Dude, you got punched in the face
darkness,
by a fucking
my
rock.
old friend.
The mercenaries are gonna try and attack this thing now.
World.
They get one hit in, but this thing's got a high AC. It's starting to look pretty rough, but I mean, it's got a high AC. It's hard to hit. We're back down to Ellie, who she's looking pretty fucked up. She's gonna come and try and
So-
help you, Arthur.
Go hide somewhere.
She rushes up. Her sword just bounces off of this thing.
Maybe if she had a different teacher, she might run away, but, you know,
Daoji,
her teacher's kind of headstrong.
Arthur never runs from a fight.
Clearly. Alright. As he's choking the life out of me, I use both hands to push his hand up. And, I'm gonna kick his ass. No crits today, man. 13 doesn't hit, right?
No, it just barely misses.
Damn. 28.
28, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Says
Just
you.
I push his hands up, and then I just lean down and I do like a kind of an Ip Man into his chest.
Alright. So you do that, just knocking his hand away from you, then slamming into his chest. No. It is now Arthur's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna gall this fucking Earth Elemental again. Oh, fuck my life. Does that 19 hit?
hits. So, 17 damage. You're whittling it down. As you slice it once again, one of its long fingers falls to the floor. But you strike it a second time, your blade just parrying off of this thing, almost falling out of your hand. It's now the mage. It's going to make another turn.
Surprisingly sturdy for an elf.
He did get some of his HP back from you.
Yeah, I know.
Have you considered fighting in the World Martial Arts Tournament?
Alright. Let's see here. Alright, so, as you're pommeling him, he leans back against his little hut, and you see his body erupts into flames.
Yeah.
And as he does, he holds his arms up, and that's his turn. The Earth Elemental is going to keep following you, Arthur. He's going to try and take you down.
Just might.
None of his attacks manage to hit. As he
Oh.
slams down, you throw your sword up, using this massive beast's momentum as your sword connects to pirouette to his side. As he flings the second hand down, you're already gone. The mercenaries, all their blades just ping off of this guy. They can't manage to hit him this round. Ellie. Managed to get one good hit in. Only 8 damage, though. Every little bit counts against this fucker.
He's a big boy.
So she stabs into one of the crevices formed on its body now. You can see it's got some hold, but this thing's massive. Daoji.
Drunk rock. Alright. Well, I've never given much of a fuck about my own safety, so let's try punching him once. Okay. Let's try punching him twice.
That'll hit.
So does anything happen?
As you hit him, go ahead and roll damage. 7 points. So, you strike him once, and his flame shield erupts. Crawling up your hand, you suffer 11 points of fire damage.
Oh, that's fucking nothing. I take it, and I stagger back, and I say, I bet you were really counting on that one, weren't you? And I'm gonna kick his ass. Damn it.
14 just barely manages to hit this guy.
You know what? I have luck. I'm gonna re-roll one of them.
26,
Yeah,
alright.
that's better. So that's 2 hits. 22.
Nice.
Running a little low on key. I don't give a shit.
Alright. How do you want to do it, Daoji?
Huh. Alright. I'm gonna kick his ass real bad. I'm like, just a flurry of blows, punches, kicks. I'm just gonna beat him to a bloody pulp. He's probably already unconscious at this point, but still standing. I'm gonna grab him by the collar and I whip around and I give him the fucking sweet chin music. I'm gonna kick him right in the chin. I'm gonna send him flying until he slams into the earth elemental and just crumples to the ground. I want to like break him against his own fucking elemental.
Yeah, so you do that. As you toss him, his head cracks against the earth elemental and he slumps to the ground. And as he does, the elemental also just starts to deform, crumpling into just a pile of stone onto the floor.
Neat.
God.
Hey, it worked. I didn't think that was gonna happen.
So,
Daoji walks over and he's kind of brushing his hands, brushing his hands off. He's got a couple of burns on his hands, but he's looking pretty good, man. I'm only at 58.
and as you were beating his ass, you took 17 points of damage.
Oh, okay. Well,
Your hands, they're
You
looking a
were
little,
saying.
they're looking
looking
a
a little
little,
bad.
a little cinder, but
a little blackened, but still, 41 out of 86. It's fine. I walk up to them and I say, "Hey guys, we did it."
Yes, good job here, guys.
You all right, Arthur?
Yeah, I took a pretty big hit from that lightning. That earth
Oh.
elemental didn't feel too good punching me in the face. But
No.
we survived. I looked down at Ellie. Not doing too hot. We need to
yeah, she says,
get their heads and get out of here.
yeah, that mage, he really did a number on us, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he did. Don't particularly like the tickle of feel too good.
No, not at all.
All right,
Well,
spread
I feel
out.
fine.
Let's start collecting heads.
Yeah, you do that. I'm gonna take a look around for treasure if you don't mind.
Yeah. I'll help the guys collect heads. You look around for the valuables.
Okay.
So you check the. Go ahead and roll an investigation check, Daoji.
Yeah, I fucking suck at these. 11.
And then you.
I'll look around while I'm collecting heads as well,
All right.
if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. So, Daoji, as you head into the mage's hut, you find a few things.
What the fuck, dude?
Unfortunately, Arthur, it seems like most of their goods are not kept out in the main.
You know, I
camp.
have 1 point of luck left. Let me just see if it works. Okay.
Oh,
Sure, fine. That's fine.
you mostly find the gold that they took from passerbys. You find let me see here.
Find his music box playing Final Fantasy Tactics music.
Yeah, you find that.
Fuck yeah. Greatest treasure ever.
Let me see what this does real quick.
Oh.
So, you, okay. So I'm going to retcon something. When you search the leader of the band of the fork, you found a small little stone. It had like a little pebble with a face carved into it. It looked like it was whispering something into the other side of the stone. Inside, you find, on the mage's pockets, you find a matching stone. And within his hut, you find his loot, mostly gold from the random merchants passing by, about 10,000. It seems they've been looting here for quite a while. So
10,000 divided by 3. 1,333, and then we can.
how much gold are you guys up to nowadays?
I'm
Right.
at 13,652.
Yeah, I'm at 13,420,
Okay.
not including the gold we just found. I was gonna say we could take another 300 of that and give it out to the mercenaries.
If you want to.
Yeah, we're gonna get paid for these heads. So we give them money from this loot right here. Collect what we get for the bounty. And it'll probably make up the difference.
Okay.
Instead of 3,300, us could just get 1,233.
That's fine. I don't really care. Daoji's not much into money anyway. But he does have a lot of it now.
Yeah. You could
Buy
make a
all the
fucking nice
finest
school nowadays.
alcohol.
Yeah.
Got a lot of 6s in that.
Not a murder hobo. He's something more.
So, you guys gathered up the heads. You have these strange stones in hand, Daoji.
Did they open up something?
No, they each have a matching face carved into them.
Do they have any purpose in this place?
They might.
I want to look around and see if I can find out what they're used for.
Roll an Arcana check.
Yeah.
Or you could ask me.
3, so I'm gonna go ask Arthur.
Yep.
Arthur, found these little stones with faces on them. I think they might be something.
Hold on just a minute, and I finished cutting off a head.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, let me have a look at those.
You know, I hear that's a troll delicacy.
What, heads?
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll an
That's what the
Arcana
boat
check,
troll
Arthur.
gives you.
24. You don't think
I
they
got it.
open up something, Arthur, but you can get a distinct magical vibe from them. As you take a look at them, let me pull it back up real quick. You haven't seen anything like these before, but as you pass one over to, as you hold them, you can tell they're enchanted with a spell. And as you look, it seems that they are sending stones. Well,
Oh, like
you touch one
walkie-talkies?
stone, you can use an action to cast a sending spell from it. The target is the other bearer of the stone. If no creature bears the other stone, you know that fact as soon as you use the stone and don't cast the spell. Once sending is cast through the stones, it can't be used again until the next dawn. If one of these stones is destroyed, the other becomes non-magical. And the sending spell is you send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature with which you are familiar. The creature hears the message and its mind recognizes you as the sender if it knows you and can answer in a like manner immediately.
Okay.
But it only lets you do it once a day?
Yes. But could be handy for some certain situations.
Okay.
It's likely how they were communicating about raids and stuff.
I repeat all that back to Daoji.
Oh, neat. So, like, I take one, and I give him a weird look, and then I go around the back of the mound, and I say, Arthur, fuck you, for 25 seconds.
I say, really, Daoji?
I jump up on top of the mound like, hey, it works. Neat.
Well,
That's useful.
these could be handy. I'll pocket one.
Shove it in my robes. Awesome. Oh, by the way, I found a lot of gold in there.
Great. Now we can heads back to town.
Yeah, I'll leave that up to you, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna go, I assume we divvy out the gold, and I'll pay the mercenaries again.
Yeah, and once you get back to town, they're gonna take their wounded back to the inn and buy a drink. And I think that's probably where we're gonna end it for the night.
Okay.
So
Can we go turn in these heads and then end it? or-
we can do that next time when I hash out what the reward's gonna be.
Okay.
If you know what
Alright.
I'm saying.
Yep. Oh, shh.